gonna run Overwatch while the podcast?
No. You'll be screaming if you do that.
Bruh.
Alright.
We'll be like that.
I mean, I'd be
we'll
down,
be
but
like,
y'all are gonna be yapping, and I'm just gonna make a random ass call out in the middle of the conversation.
yeah, that's the problem. Like,
baby, there's a baby, baby,
Yeah.
baby.
Keep your callouts to non-podcast times.
It'd be like that.
Recording
There's
has
no
been
way
started. Just let me
there's
know when
no-
y'all want to start.
No, there's no way Sebastian just pulled up ZZZ as soon as he said that.
Wanted
He
me to do a
did.
single.
Alright, you know
So
what? You know what?
Savage.
You know what? Hold on. Hold on.
I
just
did
like
not
this-
get shit, Aaron. Kill yourself.
Wait, try again. Go again. One more.
No, he's
One
scanning
more?
me, bro.
Alright,
Don't do it.
bet.
Don't do it.
You fucking liar. Kill yourself.
Wait, one more.
did it again.
One more.
One more. Alright.
Before
Last
the
one.
Third time's the charm. Third
Last
time's the
one,
charm.
last one,
Third
last
time.
one, last
We got
one.
this. We got this one. Trust.
Oh no.
Oh.
Wait.
Damn,
I'm sorry.
a B
I'm sorry.
rank still? You
I
suck,
meant
dog.
like this is the last one for sure, right?
This one?
Fourth
Trust,
time's the charm.
definitely.
Fourth time's the charm.
We got this one. We got this. Trust. It's definitely. We got it.
Wait. Okay.
Oh,
Hear me
hey,
out, though.
something.
Hear
We
me
take
out.
those.
We got the A. We only can go up from there.
Wood, anyways.
Wood.
Wood.
Wood, anyways. You know what? Fifth time the charm. We got it this time.
Okay,
Five's not
now.
a
Fifth
number,
time's the
though.
charm. Fifth
Damn.
time.
Five's always
Hey,
an unlucky
Sean,
number.
give me a smooch.
Damn,
Give me a smooch
unfortunate.
before he does it. Give me a smooch.
No, you have to give.
No, I don't. Fine.
Just run it.
Trust.
Just waste them all at
We
this
got it this
point.
time. We got it this time. Watch it spin. Watch it spin extra hard.
Just like that. Just like that.
It did not do shit. Aaron, you suck.
You
Dude, you want
swallow.
my blessing?
He's officially not a good kisser.
I give
Anyways,
You
you
know
my
what? No
blessing.
more luck for
this
you.
one I got trust.
No more
No
luck.
more
for you.
luck for you.
Aaron, how
Alright.
could you do this? This is all your fault. He said no luck, and I didn't get luck.
Do your last pull.
I don't have any more. Stupid.
Yeah, go to your store, dumbass.
Don't have anything on my store. Kill yourself. What store? What do you
Nigga, go
mean?
to the fucking store. Go to
The
Signal
grocery
Shop.
store?
Go to
the what?
Signal Shop.
Signal?
Oh, you
I d-
don't have anything. You're broke.
Yes, I said that, but you didn't listen. Like a bit. You
Yeah,
know what?
It's because it's you.
Don't do it.
Fuck.
Don't do
I'm
it.
one away. One away from that.
You can't do it. Is there?
I got
There's
singles
nowhere.
trust.
Bro, you
course,
actually
I'm
doing
just gonna
singles,
do it.
bro.
I'm going until I get a 4.
Who does singles?
Oh, wait.
bro?
Okay. All right.
got
I
the
guess we
cat
get one
guy.
more. Fuck that cat guy. I don't care about that cat guy.
Whoa, what did Seth do to you?
Be annoying.
Oh, you got one.
Fucking liar.
As if.
Bro's actually lying out of his
Oh my
teeth,
god.
dog.
Said no one ever.
Damn.
Bro does
That's
not
unfortunate.
care. Bro does not
Anyways.
give a shit.
Why are you just
Like, the
wasting
day you get a six, the day
pulls?
you used to get a 6-star is
These
the
are
day I
basic
get
I like-
It's not neither.
I
are
like the
happening.
dopamine of like doing tens.
Actually, no. The day you get a 6-star is the day. I mean, get an S rank is the day that you get a.
Am I
wife.
wrong? So, I mean, because
It's,
is
the day
that
that,
wrong?
it's the
Like,
day that you get a kid.
it's better to always do 10 pulls, in my opinion.
That's crazy.
You owe me $100.
Is it
if you
with
get a
the
6-star.
S rank or like? Oh,
But I'm also a patient
Oh.
person.
and kill yourself. Fuck that guy.
I think it's more worth it.
I
to
already
do
have his ass
people.
max pot, dog.
I don't know
need
the
that.
math though.
I personally believe like doing tens
I
are
have
always
3
better than
now.
just doing singles.
I mean, I agree, but I don't know the math.
Either
Sounds
way,
like
you're
a
gonna
meme.
get through
Right.
10 pulls. It doesn't really matter unless you're saving.
Medium.
Fun fact: the
Yeah.
math actually supports you doing single pulls more because you're not gonna waste. Say you do a 10 pull and you get an early 6-star, you could have wasted like 4 pulls. Like the math, it's just 10 pulls are just more
So you're
convenient.
saying I
but
should get 100
singles,
of them, then just like do it all one by one.
No, well, like yes, like theoretically you should, but nobody's gonna do that. But the closer you get to pity, the more and more you just want to do singles. Because say you're like 2 away from pity, you don't want to do a 10 pull because you're gonna waste 8 pulls.
Yes,
Wait,
sir.
what characters? What are your main characters? I'm curious.
Mine?
Yeah.
basically the same as Aaron's.
Seriously.
I got Ellen,
Well, you're the same
Lycan,
level I am at.
Lighter, and Sokaku.
I don't
You have
think
like
so.
so many
Really,
characters.
I'm 38 account.
You're 38? Wait, I gotta check mine now. Hold up. I might be catching up to Sebastian soon. Just have to load in fully.
Okay. I think it's wine.
Yo,
Wait, so when are we actually gonna start?
How's your
I feel
day
bad
been
for
going
wine.
today?
pretty tired, man. Just came back from work, did the thing, and now we're doing this.
Real. You're so real for that. You know that? You're so real for that.
Just to have enough energy, I drank a monster, so we Gucci.
You know, I drink a Celsius.
You know
I
what?
drink nothing.
Real.
I don't drink energy drinks.
Yeah, but you
I
drink
water.
alcohol.
Pamper.
You- I don't want to hear that from the guy who can't figure out where to put a beer bottle at in the car.
What?
That's
I'm sorry.
crazy.
No,
I'm
sorry. Say that again.
I'm
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
What'd you
I'm
say?
sorry. I'm not
That's
saying that again.
crazy.
That was
Sorry,
really
bro. The
rude.
truth hurts.
That was really rude.
Disrespect
I'm
is
so sorry.
wild.
Say that again. Sorry.
I'm not going. I'm not going to. You're right. I am
Pure
sorry.
animosity.
Sorry.
Actually toxic.
Aaron, double down. Double down right
There's
now.
no way, bro. Just switch tabs to Usu.
Like, let's be real. Real talk. Real talk. This
What?
nigga thought it was fine to put it in the car thing.
I was a little buzzed at that point, though. Not gonna lie. So my decision makings were not great. So
Bro, making excuses.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I am making
It's
excuses.
12:20 and I'm just waiting to start. Sebastian, get off Osu. We're about to start.
Yeah, get on ZCC
Bro,
instead.
it's fine. It's fine. We can just start.
End your stream.
Nah.
I caught the last 7 minutes on recording.
That's
Well,
crazy.
That's one way.
I started 7 minutes ago.
I'm sorry.
No,
Oh,
you're good.
No, you didn't start yet because we didn't officialize it yet.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
Not real. Not real. Fake
yeah.
numbers.
Fake
He has a
news,
point.
they
He has a
say.
point.
Fake news.
Are
Fake
you,
news.
are you gonna do an official intro for? Oh my.
Go ahead, party bro. Take a deep breath. Use your words one at a time.
Look, if there's one thing I hate, it's Cthulhu rage baiting. Okay, so I need you to stop because I can't handle it when you do that.
Would
Yeah.
would I try to rage
It
bait?
just makes me angry. I just can't do it. When Aaron tries, I'm just like, when it's you, I'm like, I can't.
He just can't handle it. It's too strong.
Okay, we're not going that far, Brad.
All right, I'm pulling the start time. So, all right, we're having a anime episode today. I'm your host,
No age.
the guy with the bad taste in anime, and professional hater on Instagram. So if
Bad
you-
taste as in not the podcast bad taste, but like
yeah,
bad taste according to him.
yeah, bad taste for me. So if y'all want to do a quick introduction, just as usual.
As the usual.
Mhm.
Go on, go ahead.
So Cthulhu, if you want to go first.
I did-
I did mine.
Do it again.
All right.
How is bro embarrassed now of all time? Like we already did a podcast like a few hours ago, and now you're
Alright,
all
whatever.
Now you're all
All right.
spooked.
All right.
Crazy.
Alright.
I'm starting the
I'm
podcast now.
Cthulhu,
Then.
also known as Sean. I'm here. I show up. I do podcast. Not hosting this time. Trust.
Oh my god. I'm party bro. Yeah,
You are?
yeah, I am.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, that's me. I like that purple.
For real? Damn.
All right.
Am I going next?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god.
Awareness
Y'all acting like this is a business meeting. Like, speak
Pass
up,
it to the
y'all.
next person,
Holy.
actually.
That's crazy.
Can we ban this guy?
Nah.
We can't. Like,
Oh my god.
Alright.
Well,
All right, you're in Trey.
I'm Sebastian, or Missing
Kill
Game and
yourself.
Surfing.
you're
Um,
literally wrong. That's me. Quit trying to take my identity, you bitch.
But a joke, I'm
Anyway, I'm Code Posy. You know, Aaron. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for you guys to start insulting each other. I'm not gonna lie.
Just wait. It'll happen a lot.
you know, it won't be too hard to insult the guy who just choked on a goldfish. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine
If I
being
can't take-
missing
Protect
gaming.
All right,
Couldn't be
whatever,
me.
bro.
All right. Anyways, I'm Posy or Aaron or CD Posy or C. No, not that one. Yeah.
Hank.
Why did you
Um.
just-
Not again.
Besides one, I probably watch the most anime here. So,
Real.
Gooner.
but yeah.
Outside of that, I'm probably.
Hey! What games on? What games?
Wait,
To be
actually,
determined?
Ryan, how much anime have you seen? That's a good question.
All of Isekai, which is probably more than 200.
Yes, my
Romance,
My man.
half of it.
Oh, I think I've seen more anime than you then.
So I'd say in total, anime would be 5 to 700.
Episodes are like
No, shows.
shows. Oh jeez. Okay.
Yeah,
Holy moly.
but we know it's not party, bro.
No.
All right.
Yeah, so I think Aaron's seen the most anime, and then I'm behind him. Then
I
No.
think
Yeah.
I
What do you
think I
mean, no?
pulled over
Recent-
700
recency.
hours.
In the past 3 years, like I'd say I've seen the most, but besides that, you guys still seen more. Because remember, I only started watching anime during COVID.
oh,
Same.
well, I
Yeah,
guess
honestly, same.
I'm a
really.
fucking anime
I'll be
nerd, I
honest.
guess.
I got
My bad.
weebified on COVID.
Damn, that's unfortunate. Anyway, should I do my introduction now?
Yeah.
I already did
Dude,
it for
just
you.
do your
I thought you were,
introduction,
bro.
bro.
Kill yourself. Anyways, I'm
Man, shut up.
Missing Gaming or Surfumo, if that's what the name that shows up. I'm Sebastian. One thing I need to specify before this podcast continues, which everyone here is already aware of. I have not watched an anime in close to 3 years at this point. I have been manga only the entire time, so anything recent I know a grand total of fucking nothing about.
Yeah, he
Not true.
actually
You
asked.
watched.
We had homework. He actually asked what he was supposed to do because he hasn't seen what he had.
I literally had to ask if I can bring up manga instead because it's genuinely impossible for me to bring up anime.
He walked up to the teacher, was like, "What do I do?"
We ended up
He just
accommodating.
left.
Party, bro.
I know.
Where'd he go?
Sorry. I don't know.
What?
Oh.
He's back.
Also,
Okay,
it's
well, he had
really
to
hard to
read.
come up with like upcoming manga because like
I
you
died.
don't really have an upcoming manga. It's not a thing that exists. Manga is kind of the starting point, so
True. I
so I
just
kind of
took
had
it
to
as
choose
in
something that already exists.
like wait time, like work in progress, like currently being made for manga. That's what I took it as.
Yeah, I chose one that's not finished yet, but doesn't really have an anime either. That's good at least.
Yeah,
And another
I
one
also picked one that's currently
isn't
releasing. It's
well
kind of
known
a
either.
banger. It's kind of a banger, low key.
What, like a current releasing manga?
Yeah.
Ooh, respect.
All right. So in that case, let's segue into the actual topic, which is going to be segment 1. We're going to talk about anime and manga we're excited to see / come out.
Anime is real?
Dude, I can't believe it.
No
It
way.
is.
No way.
Why are you so?
So I gave you guys at least 3 to pick from.
Yeah,
I
I got more than 3.
We're waiting on you.
Yeah. I ended up picking 3, just because it's easy to work with, and it's enough content to at least keep me talking. So
Good.
let me
good.
switch.
Become a Yap Olympic member. I'm down for it. I support this.
Let me switch scenes real quick to the Word document,
Switch
so I wouldn't
scenes.
so I wouldn't lose my place.
Switch scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, switching scenes?
There we go.
Like, we got a pull up gang.
So my first
Oh.
anime that I picked was Wise Man.
There's no way. There's dog. That's some trash taste right there. There's no way you just picked a wise man.
Okay, hear me out though. I want this anime to come back. First ever anime I ever watched. So it's pretty special
Okay.
to me. But
I
it has the, what do you call it? The VA, the voice actor that I really like, which is the main character wife, Sicilian. I tried to get invested into the manga, but I wasn't. Yeah, I'm not reading that. I just want to watch it.
I ain't reading all that.
Sadly, the show got canceled because of COVID.
No.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
but if one anime I was to bring back, it would be this one, and more than 10 out of 10 in my book. So trashy, but it's so good. I'd rate this one above what do you call it? Full Metal Alchemist. Changed my mind.
That's crazy fucking take, dog.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. As someone who will never watch Full Metal Alchemist, I'm perfectly fine with that.
This one, I
That's a
believe,
crazy.
hot take, should be #1 in my anime list right now.
That's insane take.
What sucks is that this isekai, it's an isekai, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah.
It was so like midly good, so like it was just like average. It was so average that
Yep.
I don't remember it, so I can't even make arguments off of it because I don't remember what even happened. All I don't remember anything, nothing.
It did not stand out, gang.
I'm currently rewatching it for the 8th time already. So
The eighth.
Bro is me with Konosuba. Jeez.
You need help, bro.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand.
and then where they
Actually,
left it
Toei-
off,
that's
it was.
Toei with Shield Hero.
What did you do to your mic?
He
I don't
increased
know,
his
bro.
gain by like 500.
At this point,
Wait,
just,
what
at
do you
this
mean?
point,
Your mic is
Dog.
like increased gain.
What does that mean?
It means you're super bass boosted.
Oh. Hold on.
Donk. Hold on, guys.
Punches the hell out of his mic.
Bro has
Guys,
a
you know
funny
what
mic.
I
said
don't think
earlier? That's
we're
what he
not
was
allowed to
saying.
play. You're not allowed to play Uno for a little bit. You need to take a break.
For real.
As the
Tell me
residential
twice.
crash outer, like the D1 crash out, you need to take a break, dog. I know.
He's do got the experience. He's do got the experience.
Yeah, I got a PhD in crashing out.
Yeah.
Anyways,
no, but
I don't.
yeah, wine. Go ahead and spill what you
Yeah.
what the layout is.
All right, so the next kind of anime, since I did find only 3 that I wanted to continue, which would be the other one, Soul Leveling.
Oh.
It got canceled until further notice, which is kind of crazy, especially with the hype that it received. No new season is coming out until I think 2028, 2029.
Honestly, or keep going. Sorry.
Hmm?
If you're fine with me saying, I think it's fine if that's the case because they did end season 2 off on a good note. From on terms of the manga, either you end it there, or you have to finish. If I'm from what I remember,
No, they left it in a really good place
because
as well.
after the island arc, after
Mhm.
Jeju Island, it's just
Yeah.
nonstop story
Yeah.
all the way to the end. I don't think you can actually like take any more breaks. You got to kind of just get it all done.
True. Hopefully, this anime doesn't feel rushed like the manga. Because, I mean, hot take, the manga felt really rushed after, like I was telling Aaron, if the illustrator died. And after he died, it felt kind of rushed. They kind of ended it suddenly, in my opinion. It felt like it just ended, and the story was like, mhm.
No, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Because I feel like there was a point where the anime was kind of building up, and then after that whole disaster happened, that I was actually looking into the timeline. I might be wrong, so someone fact check me on this. It just kind of started pacing up real fast, and then I just see the manhwa end. I'm like, really? This is it? But at least what I did appreciate though was the community continuing. So like it says right here, showing where he gets married and actually has a kid and kind of becomes from an action story to a slice of life, if that makes sense.
Yeah. For Ragnarok or the epilogue?
Epilogue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that because he like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Mhm.
I haven't actually. I stopped at the epilogue. I had read some of it and then I just forgot to finish it.
For me, I feel
Pretty
like
good.
Epilogue ended it in such a good way from a really quick ending, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I will say the only thing is that most power fantasies struggle to have a cohesive ending
Mhm.
because there's only a extent that you can make your character strong enough to where they don't just one shot the
Yeah.
final boss. So it's like you have to set because you end up what happens is they set the villains like power level sometimes too early,
Mhm.
or in Solo Leveling's case they set it like I think like 20 or 30 chapters 20 chapters ahead. So like the moment they set his power level, you already knew them. Like they already were going to stop it right then and there because there's nowhere he can't just like become God and just one shot him, or else it's going to be really bad. It's like power fantasies typically struggle because the stronger they make it, this character, either they have to make the villain stronger, which which is where Solo Leveling's problem came, where like Sung Jin Woo is just like miles above the world. Like he was
Mhm.
nobody else. Everyone else was insignificant. They stopped like characters just got less and less screen time because it was just a waste of time because they it was just showing how bad they were compared to him. Like his shadows would just ratio everyone.
Mhm.
So yeah,
I see your point. Yeah. I see your point. But still kind of felt like, damn. And it ended that quick. But yeah. But I do kind of wish the anime would come sooner because I'm running out of things to watch. So that's my only.
If
Yeah.
only there were many, many more animes you could just click on. If only.
No, you're right.
If only.
If only.
I still got to finish the Brotherhood. I've been sleeping on it.
Gotta. What's the full name?
Full Metal
Full Metal
Alchemist.
Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay, I was like, God, I feel so bad because one thing about my whole thing is I sometimes haven't even watched some of the like good main ones. Like I haven't watched like Full Metal Alchemist, and I feel bad. Like I hear so many people talk about how good it is. So Leveling, I haven't watched that. Fear, I haven't watched. I just like my taste and like what I watch is like very specific in like two genres, like fantasy and isekai. So it's like hard because like I don't really follow a lot of the main stuff. Like I'm not just like on every single mainstream anime. So it kind of sucks, but I do what I like, and I don't care.
I'm a
Just
trash connoisseur, so I fully agree with you on that one.
what?
I'm a trash connoisseur. I love my trashy
Yeah,
anime.
I love isekais, man. Even if they're like garbage.
100%.
I like level 2 cheat powers. I've been trying to finish it recently.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Nah, yeah.
All right.
I mean, most of these
Yeah.
people in here is Isekai people.
yeah.
So going on
Oh
my
my god,
Mhm.
nothing, nothing.
Oh,
You're fine.
okay. Going to my last and final anime that I do want to see or come out here in the United States earlier, because to be honest, I don't know a time frame it's coming out since it's a Japanese release only, which is Bunny Girl Senpai the movie.
Oh,
Bunny
Is
Girl.
it does not?
Oh my
Is it
god.
okay? I'm not gonna say anything. I'll wait.
The only main reason I kind of want it to come out sooner in the US is because I'm too lazy to read the light novel. That anime for me was a, what do you call it? Life changing experience by watching it.
Damn.
Just because of the plot and how dark sometimes it gets, especially movie 3, I think. I don't know if you guys watched it, but I'm not going to give spoilers. But the ending of how that movie ends is why I want this one to come out. I'm just so hyped on how it's going to go from there. And lazy to read the light novel.
Bro is locked in.
John locked in.
I like how the characters fixed problems and character building in that anime, in my personal opinion. I just remember being sick and having nothing to watch and watching that. That's kind of like, okay, peak. But it doesn't beat Wise Man's Grandchild. Wise Man's Grandchild is peak by all means.
I have to rewatch this because like you're speaking of it like it's like the prodigy isekai, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember it being that good.
Yeah, I
It's
also
not.
do not
That
remember it
was
being
like
that good.
It's not.
that was one of my favorite like isekais that
You
were
know,
like that style.
Mm.
It was pretty good.
is it a power fantasy? I'm being genuine. I forgot.
I mean, he kind of already
Kinda.
explained it.
Okay.
A
So,
little slow. Which anime again?
Wise Man's
So
Grandchild
real. So fucking real.
is just a isekai. A guy ends up dying, goes into a magical world where his grandfather's Merlin.
That's literally every isekai dog.
Yeah. But
This guy, he died. It's crazy.
Real.
I guess it's the same as every other anime. He's powerful. He defeats anything. The only difference is bro actually marries someone. Romance
No way.
is actually real in this one instead of just edging the viewer. So,
Any edgers?
so that's why I
Gotta
like it.
stop.
All right, and that's my whole take.
Ooh.
He stands on that. All right, all right, all right.
So the next one would be
Oh.
Aaron, if you want to
Let me.
present to the class.
Y'all guys should pan a review because I'm definitely not trying to figure out my third right now. Like review Ryan's real quick.
Dude,
All right.
Just let me jump in real quick. I'll just jump
Yeah,
in
yeah,
to
yeah.
give you a little
Don't
more
have
time.
a third either, but like
I just
one
wanna-
of
I just
them's
wanna say
gonna be
something.
a lot. So
Well, because I don't want to do one. No, I have a third. I'm ready. I'm ready. One,
should-
I'm linking you something. If you want to post this up on your.
All right.
I'm
If I
gonna
can
say
find
my
it, I have voices
my
listed,
anime ADHD is so bad, where I'll watch a couple episodes or like get halfway through, then just stop, and then just struggle to continue and finish it.
Bro just gives up halfway through. He's like,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
I have
giving
to
up.
open the site.
All right.
Ugh.
that
Don't
used to
watch
happen
it.
to me on like episode 10, where I'd
Alright.
get to like 9 and then be like, yeah, I can't finish these last 3.
I was okay. I was contemplating. Sebastian was here earlier when we were talking about it. I didn't know if I want to talk about it or not because it's so obvious. But like, Ruri Dragon's a manga, and it doesn't have a
Here we
release
go.
yet.
Here we go again.
I genuinely believe 150% it is going to get an anime. I genuinely believe it. I'd put on my own grave, not my mom, because if it doesn't, then my mom's dead. I don't want that to happen. But like, I
I want that
genuinely
on my conscience,
believe.
guys.
Yeah, I don't want that on my conscience. I genuinely believe it's gonna get a manga because it is this type of slice of life that lots of these anime companies like make. I want A1 Pictures to do it. I love A1 Pictures. Anyways, this manga, like I think it's like the same for Buddy Girl Senpai. I read this like late December, early January, and it like legitimately changed my mindset on so many things. And also, the author, I have a personal respect for him because his favorite artist is my favorite artist, Zudomayo, because they're like a jazz J-pop artist and they're one of the goats of J-pop. So my prayer is that like Ruri Dragon comes out with with the anime, and Zudo is the one who gets the opening or the ED, because that'd just be it. I would legitimately if my walls were black, you wouldn't be able to know because it'd be white everywhere. I take that back.
That is
Yo, yo.
fucking
I
say
take that back.
dog. What
That is
in the
wild.
world?
Wait,
For
Aaron,
reference, it'd be awesome.
real quick,
Yes,
just for reference, this person, right?
yes, that's Zudo.
All right.
So Zudomayo, for just a quick reference, so for those who don't know, Zudomayo is it's a band. It's a full band. Zudomayo is like the lead vocalist, but they're all mass singers. Everyone in the band is mass singers. The bass guitarist, the saxophonist, the pianist, the drummers, they're all anonymous players. And even at their concerts, they all wear masks. It's actually really cool. But like their bass guitar, their bass line, like their music they create is just very unique to J-pop and very distinct, just like Ado almost.
Ooh.
So I love them. I love them. And Rory Dragon being my favorite manga of all time, just like I just can't wait for this to get an anime. I think it's awesome. um, I haven't explained why it's awesome, which it goes into why I think it's awesome. I love it so much. I can't even explain why I like it so much. Which y'all know me. I can like even if it takes me like 30 minutes to explain something, I will get there. I can't even like start a conversation as why I like it so much. I don't know.
You can't even begin to see the amount of
I
bullshit.
can't even begin. Yes, yes. And if they don't make an anime, I'll make it.
For
That's crazy.
for
I
someone
got
that
them.
hasn't read it, can you give a real quick recap?
Long story short, and I won't say it in the funny way because I think the funny way is just really funny to say. But Rory, the main character, she just wakes up one morning. She's a high school girl. She just wakes up one morning, gets dragon horns in her head. She goes to her mom's like, "Yo, what's this?" And she's like, her mom's just like, "Yeah, so like, I really want to say it like that, but I'm not going to.
You should.
Yeah, so like I fucked a dragon, and then I had you, and then like and then she just her mom nonchalantly was like, yeah, so you'll just get abilities every once in a while, just so you know, just so you know. And then Mary's like, and she just goes to school like normal, and she literally just her perspective on like how she moves forward with it was just really like just inspiring and just like it was a different take on like when that stuff like that happens because we all know in society if someone got like grew dragon horns, if dragons were real and someone grew dragon horns, we wouldn't know. They'd be getting tested and
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Immediate containment
Yeah, like
lockdown.
so everyone in the manga it's a very wholesome manga. It even has its moments. It's also just a whole bunch of girl drama too. I think the author just like I think he does understand like how to actually just make a nice story that like you can see once every other week and just smile to
Mm.
and laugh at. And also the art is just really really good. But yeah, that's my first one, and then I'll hurry this up so I don't want to talk too much. I'm
No,
sorry.
sorry, a quick question on Ruri Dragon. Just your final question.
Yes.
How
Yeah.
do you feel
Yeah,
about this score?
I want to miss so many questions. I actually don't know why it has that score. My issue with it, and I was talking about it earlier, so that it's easier to
Mhm.
talk about. It is a slice of life,
Mhm.
and the issue with lots of slice of life, as you would probably know, why, is that they end very abruptly
Yes.
because there comes a point where you run out of content.
Mhm.
You run out of content. Um, the premise of Ruri Dragon, without spoiling, is that she is gaining these dragon abilities as the time goes on. And the one thing I don't like the author did is like early on within the early chapters, he set a set time, like a set amount of abilities that Ruri would gain,
Mhm.
and I feel like that just like limits the amount of chapters you can bring to the actual like manga. It's like you only have this amount, and we're already halfway there, and we're only on chapter 30. Um, Another thing is that this manga came out really early. I think 2024 last year, started 2024, and then he went on hiatus for his health for a long time. I think that also led a big factor into it as well. However, for me, I am out of all of us here, I'm probably the maybe not you because based on your take on Wise Man's Grandchild, but I'm not too critical of most anime. I shut my brain off and I enjoy what's there and not really what's not there because I watch anime to have fun and like to enjoy it and to like have good memories, not to like talk down on it
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Wow.
So
Do you want to have fun while
Yeah.
watching this anime?
yeah, I want to have fun. I don't want to go
Oh,
on Twitter and then
Aaron,
complain
Aaron.
about the main character.
I just have one thing to say. Shield Hero Season 2.
What? I like how his mic was more scuffed than last time he spoke.
All right. I'm linking you my next one. This
All right.
one's gonna hit. This one's technically Sebastian and Sean are gonna understand. They'll see it and they'll understand.
Oh
I'm expecting a
my
banger.
god.
Okay.
I can
Yes.
understand
This
Yes.
one, this is honestly my favorite isekai. I would say. I read the light novel up to current. I finished the light novel. I
What is
love
it?
the story. So
I
much
can't
brighter.
see
So
it.
what?
Tab. Okay. That
Love
tracks.
the characters. I love the story.
Space drama.
I especially love how they how the authors set up like the actual like flow of the story,
Mhm.
because it's like with time jumps. If any of you guys have watched it,
Yeah.
it's like the
I
main
mean, you know I
character, the
have.
spider. Yeah, the main character, the spider, is actually at a different time than the hero, the main hero, who I hate. And they keep bouncing back and forth until they actually meet up, but then they cross again, and it goes back in time to the future, and it's just really, I think it's really cool how it's like putting puzzle pieces together to figure out the big cohesive story, because things at the start of the anime are actually not even true in the light novel. Like it is really fun. It is also a nostalgia pick because I was reading these light novels at the peak of me, Sean, and Evan's friend group,
Yeah.
and we had a specific chat where we were literally up to like 3 in the morning each night, just yapping and talking about stuff. And while we were doing that, I was reading this, so it's just like it has a place in my heart. It's not gonna get another season. It was a
Damn.
Crunchyroll. It was original Crunchyroll. Like Crunchyroll original,
Mhm.
and they did terrible. The production was complete garbage in the second core. Um, they had numerous delays. They had animation issues, and they tried to do too much because they tried to do a 3D and 2D blend.
Mhm.
They tried to do what 2B Hero X is doing right now, but they just in 2018 just don't have the stuff to do that. So it's not getting another season. The manga's not the best because the art isn't that really that good. But I still really wish that this would get another season, because I think people would like it because it's an isekai with the story.
Mhm.
You know what we
Uh,
need? We need a
yeah.
remaster. Let's
Yeah.
remaster.
We do. We
We
need a
remaster
remaster
video
of
games.
this.
Let's remaster anime, guys.
Please.
I 100%
Please
agree with
remaster
y'all.
anime. Um, while we were talking about production, I actually figured out the last anime that I want to do, because
Huge.
this one is also probably not getting another season because of production, and this one is a banger.
Certified banger. He says
I'm pulling out the bangers today.
one of the
Um,
bangers.
we got Zom 100 over here in the corner.
I haven't seen it.
Let's just say it took like 3 weeks for episodes to come out at a certain time because they just they couldn't get stuff going. Also the opening for Zom 100, the song was like they had the song ready, but they didn't have the opening ready, so the opening changed like 3 or 4 times through the course of 12 episodes. And it was finally like finally finished on like the 10th episode. It's kind of bad. Zom 100
That's wild.
Zom 100 is pure fun, and like it's ironic because it's a guy getting out of work and just wanting to be free from his terrible corporate job. And the ironic thing is that the company who made this show is notorious for not letting their workers, their artists, take breaks and have a life. But anyways, I think this Zom 100 should also get another season because it's like this show just like it was just fun. The main character had fun. The main character's best friend was really funny for no reason. The girls, both girls were awesome. I don't remember their names. They were both ghosts. The samurai girl is the textbook definition of a foreigner. I think it's awesome. Um, I really appreciate these anime that like they try their hardest, but like the production side of it and like the business side of it just don't work out, and they don't get that second season. You know?
No, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Out of all,
Yeah,
sorry,
stupid. What?
out of all the things you said, I 100% agree with you, except this one since I haven't watched it. But can you give a little recap on what goes on
How
after?
it works?
Yeah.
After the anime or like in the anime?
Let's say after
'Cause I've never
the
watched.
zombified actually happens.
So like yeah, because it's a zombie apocalypse. Which by the way, I think it's the best zombie apocalypse anime because there's like none. There's
I was
none.
gonna say, like,
There's
how many are there? I don't know
I don't.
many zombie. What, High School of the Dead and
Yeah,
this
that's
is
the
like
Yeah.
only
all
one I
stuff.
think of. Like, and it's surprising. Sorry to go on a tangent, but like zombie apocalypse theme is a really big theme, a really big Western theme.
Mhm.
I'm surprised manga haven't like there's not a lot of mangas on it either because like you're gonna get a lot of popularity from Western culture because they love zombies for whatever reason. But what do you need? What do you want me to answer one real quick?
Um, so how does the story progress after, let's say, when he quits his job in the zombie apocalypse?
All right, so yeah, because he quits his job during the zombie apocalypse, which is it's super funny. He then makes the choice. He's like, okay, I'm gonna make a book of everything I want to do
Mhm.
before I become a zombie, and he's like, he makes a bucket list. It's like 100 things I want to do before I become a zombie, and he just wants to get that done. His only goal is just to do all of the things on the bucket list. It could be driving 100 miles an hour and then going off a ramp and flying in the sky to becoming a superhero. And his goal throughout the entire show is just to get that done. And as that goes on, typical things you see in a zombie apocalypse are happening. You got like that gang of people that like starts abusing people and using them for hard labor with no pay and all that jazz because they just can at the moment. You have all these stereotypes within the zombie apocalypse showing up while this main character is attempting to complete his bucket list, which I think is hilarious.
Hmm.
Um and that's quite literally what happens within the 12 episodes. Like he's from 2 and on, he's doing something for his bucket list whilst surviving, whilst like actual stuff that happened during an apocalypse
Hmm.
is going on.
So,
Yeah.
would you, after all the issues that you mentioned and no continuation of this show, would you actually recommend for people to watch this for the first time?
Oh, 100%. It is it I recommend to binge it because I didn't have the opportunity to binge it because it took a really long time to get all 12
Mm.
episodes. There came a point where I think they released the last 2 episodes at the same time, which I thought was a good thing because they were just getting so many delays. So they just took a 1 month break and released them both at the same time, I think.
Hmm.
But I would 100% recommend it because it is one of those anime that's so good that people went to the manga afterwards.
Might have to give it a try. Thanks for the
Yeah.
recommendations.
You're welcome. I'm the recommendation goat.
Why is Aaron too good at this, man? It's not fair.
He's the
Well,
anime guy,
to be
bro.
fair,
You watch it?
nobody ever listens to my
You're
recommendations, and I
actually
barely
there.
am able to talk about anime because hey, Sebastian, do you watch anime?
No.
Dodo Wall. Insane Dodo Wall.
We don't talk about that.
anyways, there's my yap chess, my
Alrighty.
yap chess,
Nice,
Yapped.
nice.
sesh.
He yapped all right, gang. He yapped.
He did.
Alrighty.
I gave you guys time to get your things formulated too.
I still
Oh,
don't
yeah.
understand
Didn't
what,
have anything
what this
super
means,
formulated.
but I don't understand the category at all. Like, am I just supposed to choose something that's like that I wish got an anime? Or, like, that's what I don't understand.
You're just choosing an anime that you
Yeah.
wish had another season or isn't currently out.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna need Hour.
Don't worry, you're last.
An hour.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, too bad you didn't ask all these questions. You know, when the homework was assigned.
No, I didn't.
All right, just giving a little review for Aaron. Really like your presentation. Um, Honestly, you gave some really good points on this anime to watch it as a new person. I have to check out Redragon.
You have to.
Hopefully,
It's a must.
by the time I do check it out, the anime's out. But
Yes,
if not,
it will be out.
then I might just have to pick up the manga at this point.
Listen. Winter 2026. I'm calling it.
All right, I'll give it till 2026.
Till. So it's like, the time limit starts. You know,
If not,
it better release by now.
if not, then we'll storm the studio together.
Okay.
And we'll
Storm
make
the
'em.
studio? Whatever.
Make it ourselves.
Yep. All right. So up next will be Cthulhu. How many did you choose?
I mean, I got a fucking list of them, dog. I got a list.
All right, the floor is yours.
Look, by all means, if I need to, I could probably continue and go on for an indefinite amount of time because I've seen so many fucking animes, and there's so many more animes that I'm supposed to be watching.
All right. Would you like to enlighten us?
Oh,
No.
What animes are you supposed to be watching, huh? Actually, never mind. Thank you for watching the animes I recommended to you
Bro,
that one time.
I literally.
You did watch it.
You know what?
You did
You know
watch
what?
it. You did watch
Nah, bro, that's too far. He can't.
it.
That's fucking.
I said thank you. I said thank you.
You ain't seriously about to attack me over that when I'm the only one who did.
True, you are the only one who did. I recommended it to the world.
All right. One. When's Cyberpunk season 2 coming out? Can that come out already? Like, Cyberpunk is a banger, a fucking banger. All right. Absolutely fucking love that shit. Season 1. Well, actually, how many of you guys have seen Cyberpunk? Let me characterize before I like
Edge Runners?
destroy it. Yeah.
Yep.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
I've seen it.
I haven't.
Has anyone not seen it? Who has not seen it? I assume Party, bro.
I've seen 11 episodes.
Yo,
Why didn't you watch that last one, bro?
you got time right now.
Heavy?
You got time right now.
Heavy, buddy. So, on a real note, so Cyberpunk is absolutely a trauma anime. Like,
Yep.
you have to, like, this is not a beginner anime. You should not sit down and this be your first anime. Party, bro, I would not recommend this anime to you because you would get absolutely punched in the face.
I watch a bunch of anime, bro. It's fine.
You would get punched in the face.
No,
100% agree.
He's not wrong.
Aaron and Wyatt can both attest for me here, and
Yeah.
probably even Sebastian, because I know
And I haven't
Sebastian
even
knows more about
watched
it.
the last
You would
episode.
get punched in the fucking face. This
Alright.
was by far one of the only animes that like generally fucking like made me cry. Like actually I was watching it and like I got punched in the fucking face. I was not ready. I was not ready. All right. I thought I was a professional in the anime architect. I was like, this is just another Netflix anime adaptation.
Yep.
Like, what? Get the hell out of here. This is just another one. Like, how bad can it be? And then I watched it, and then I couldn't watch anything else because it was so good.
You know, 100% agree. But how would you recommend season 2 to come out? On how the story ended without giving spoilers?
Ooh, that's hard.
Okay. Well, I assume because Cyberpunk does not follow the base outline of the main character is just this one person and he's invincible and you can follow him for an indefinite amount of time. Like what, like every other anime, Aaron? How would you even describe that?
I wasn't listening. This is the one time I wasn't listening. This is the one time I wasn't listening. I was reading reviews on Murray Dragon. Sorry.
Brother.
That's wild.
Listen,
Here
that's
I am
seven. That's
literally
7
just
star.
playing this right now.
That's 7 star. The 7 star is like actually making me a little mad right now. Okay. Anyways,
How would you
keep going.
how would you even describe the style that like Cyberpunk takes? Like just how his the main character like is.
It
The
felt like
main
you were
character is
actually
kind of
playing a video game.
that's
I,
one way to put it.
That's
yeah,
Yeah.
I
no.
don't know how to say it. He didn't.
I
It
was
didn't.
thinking
It,
more like he was just seemed like a regular guy that just
well,
happened to
that's
be a little better for like the well,
Yeah,
that's
But
I
he-
was gonna go with like
he
he's
just
just
seemed
kind of
more
a
normal.
guy that happened to be like lucky enough to like hit the jackpot
well, that's
Pretty
why
much,
because
yeah.
like
that's
one
like
time, like one
like
time, and
think like GTA though. That's what happens in G. That's what I'm saying. Like I think the story
I haven't
is
played
like
GTA.
okay. I mean like Franklin, the main character in GTA 5, at least he basically gets stroke of luck and he just finds Michael and he just makes money and then he ends up basically in the same situation David is. I think in that sense it's like they didn't like you said it doesn't go off like the standard anime
Yeah,
story.
no. Cyberpunk definitely breaks like a billion fucking tropes, and I love it for that. I love anime that fucking break tropes and breaks the standard. I love that shit. Like ReZero breaks like isekai standards too.
Wait, what? What?
What?
Review.
Nothing. Nothing. Don't. I got. Fuck.
You got fucked. Crazy statement. All right, bro. All right. You don't gotta brag about it. But no. Cyberpunk is definitely one of those animes. I want a season two.
Hmm.
Yeah. I want them to revisit it because it was so creative. I'm willing to wait a long time for this for season two. Like I'm a patient person. Like I would rather wait like an extra week for them to fully animate it completely amazingly than to have it release every week. Just because they have to get a time crunch.
For real.
Okay, little bit of a side tangent. Speaking of Cyberpunk, I feel like the best way they could make a season 2 is more like a prequel where they follow the
The previous
uh
characters.
yeah,
That
where they
yeah.
follow the same crew that when they were first
Just
made.
before, yeah.
Main.
Cuz the you know okay, there's a girl in the opening of it that passed away before the series happened. That
Yeah.
was in the team. I feel like she could fit as a really good main character
Wait, wasn't
or
that
a
a
Yeah,
season
that's
music
two.
probably
video
true.
for the one that
Do
died?
what?
Wasn't the one the
Yes.
yeah?
The black-haired one.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they
Yeah.
could fit as a good main character for a prequel.
Yeah, or even you could just do company stuff too. Like you could just like straight invest and all that. Cuz like I'm sure there's at least one other student at that school who has an interesting enough life that they could talk about. Right on the other side.
I would actually like to see a storyline from someone in Arasaka.
Yeah, like a story of
Yeah.
someone in the corporate ladder.
Or even like Adam Smasher's like legacy stuff.
Ooh.
Like, you know, like just stuff like that, just like something to talk about like in the background. Cuz I feel like they miss out a lot of like don't get me wrong, Cyberpunk is absolutely amazing. I mean, I think it's definitely high on my list for
Mhm.
sure.
Same
But like
here.
their world building isn't like the best in the world.
No.
So like by far, I'm just like, man, you could definitely have some like spray here. You could like throw in some other stuff, like add a little bit more detail. But obviously, that's all story stuff. You can't like control that. It's
This
already a challenge enough.
I feel like this anime is really good to watch, but hard to rewatch, if that makes sense. That's the only thing that I struggle with this one, rewatching it.
Yeah,
I
I
don't have
mean
that
it's
problem. I
because
normally don't.
most of the things in the story are
Heavy.
pretty like if you know
Mhm.
what's gonna happen already, it won't affect you
Yeah,
anywhere near as much as
it
first
takes
watch.
away from the experience.
Like the
I
first
would
watch
say-
experience is legendary for Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I would say that like if you, getting spoiled for Cyberpunk is probably like one of the
On
worst animes to
similar
get
level as
spoiled
like
for.
fucking AOT.
Yep.
got spoiled.
Yikes.
I want to cry.
Anyways,
Yeah, like I'm so glad that I fucking did not get
Instagram
spoiled.
reels.
I hate you.
Instagram, Instagram real shout out? No way. It's crazy. No, but like for sure, I definitely think that Cyberpunk is definitely fucking high on that list. High on that fucking list. You can put that shit. Put that shit up there. All right. Number two. All right, we're going to
Huge.
manga.
All right.
We're cycling out of normal abnormalities. All right. I know that Sebastian doesn't know what this is because I niche fucking shit. But my dad recommended me this. My dad put me on. Found the goat, you know.
Mhm.
But it's called "Is the Newbie Too Strong?" I think. I didn't fact check.
Let me
the name.
search it up.
I don't know if you'll even find it on like MLA. Probably not. It has no anime. It's purely manhwa. I'm not sure. It's something. It's like
The
manga
overpowered
style.
newbie, or is
This
the
one?
newbie too
I don't.
strong?
I don't know. Let me open up my thing and scroll up so that I could actually read it.
It's probably the overpowered newbie.
It's goddamn. How many? The newbie? No, it's called the newbie is too strong. No,
Is
I
it
hit
this
it right
one?
on the head. Yes, it's a banger. It's a banger. I promise you. That is absolutely an incredible manga,
All right.
at least in my opinion.
Can you tell us kind of like a recap of what it's about?
Oh yeah. This guy. So it's like okay. So how many of you guys have seen like Tower of God? Do you guys know what Tower of God is?
Mhm.
I've heard
Yeah.
of it, but I refuse to
Okay.
watch it.
That's fine. You don't have to watch it, but the general concept.
Yeah.
This might be spoilers, by the way. I don't know, but like the general concept is like, oh, there's this giant tower, and you can get selected into this tower system, right?
Mm.
Yeah, imagine that, except he went into the tower once, and he did good job the first time, and he became like really strong or really popular, and then like because it's like weird, funky rules and doesn't follow normal storyline. Instead of like staying on this thing, that is the like essentially the prequel where you learn about that as you go, and you essentially follow him sending information to his past so that when he eventually goes into it the second time or the first for him, he has the knowledge and can just play it because it's like a video game. But for everybody else, it would be the first experience.
Oh,
Mm.
He essentially
Like,
goes in with a bunch of knowledge about this mysterious tower that just kind of takes people from society.
like Return by Death, but like yeah.
Well, not Return by Death because you don't know because it's one storyline because he doesn't die. He just goes back in time.
I'm saying like the knowledge that you get from Return by Death.
Yeah, the knowledge. Yeah.
What were your rating for this manhwa be?
This
And
one?
recommendation rating as well.
Recommendation. I mean, this is a 9.5 in my book.
Ooh, that's pretty strong.
I don't read a lot, so anything that can catch my attention has to be at least halfway decent.
How about on the recommendation scale?
I would recommend it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Cool.
I've been gatekeeping this one though. I've been gatekeeping this for myself.
I'm gonna
Imagine
yoink it.
gatekeeping and
I can't imagine gatekeeping. I love gatekeeping. Stay away from my shit.
I don't love gatekeeping.
That's
Open
so
book
dumb
over
in
here.
my opinion.
Same.
Yeah, I'd rather talk about it. Someone read Tabate.
The who, the what now?
Oh, you don't know.
Who the
Oh,
what
sorry.
now?
Sorry. We'll talk about it later. It's fine.
All right, what's your next one?
Reincarnation Coliseum.
Yeah, don't talk about that, please. I mean,
Okay.
All right.
This is gonna be a shot from left field that I know for sure that Aaron and Sebastian were not expecting. But
Who's not
Arknight's
good at
Rise of Embers, where we at, dog?
Yo.
Where
Did you
we
watch
at?
it? Did you watch it?
Yeah.
what?
You
I
watched
was not
Arknights?
ready for this one, but like,
Yeah, I
No,
did not
you
know
please.
were
that.
not. You guys thought I was slacking. You guys thought
We
you were
did.
gonna caught me with my
Dude.
pants down. I
L-
caught you entering my room with my pants up, 2 pairs of
This
pants.
isn't even
Actually,
a hot take. It's not even a hot take when I say it. Arknights has the best gotcha game anime. It's just nobody
Mhm.
talks about it for some reason.
Wait. So they made an anime for the game, or is it just
Yeah.
stuff in the game?
yeah.
No,
they have
it's an anime.
It's literally just
It's the story. It's just the story
in
for
anime
people who don't
form.
want to read. Well, they're still reading, but like
Oh yeah,
Well,
I
some
still
of
gotta
them,
I
some
still
of them
gotta look
are,
at the
some of
video.
them are.
some of them are. Some of them are. You're right. You're right.
I still gotta look at the video.
No, but it absolutely, Arknights was solid.
Still find a way to glaze Arknights every.
I
Okay,
mean, if you
can
give
you
me the opportunity, I promise you, I could glaze
hold on.
like
You know,
glaze.
is there
Can one of-
anything?
One of y'all please
Yes.
explain in a way that doesn't spoil Arknights? Explain the story a little. 'Cause I don't understand it at all.
There's not really.
I know
way
nothing. I
to
literally know
explain
Dude,
nothing.
it.
I don't
mean,
know
you
how.
can
Is it this
explain
one?
the start, but like the main
you can
premise
explain the
is
premise, like a
explain the
random and
premise.
you can explain infected. There's factions.
the infections. Yeah.
Infections.
that's more
Think of
like a
infected
overall
people
world.
as like black people. That's a bad example.
Yo, yo.
What do you mean
Dude,
by
of course
that?
that's gonna be okay.
It was gonna
What
be the
did you
easiest way
just
to
say?
explain it, but I can't explain it like that. I keep
What did
forgetting.
bro just say? What did bro
it's
just say?
it's COVID, dog.
It's COVID. Think COVID, but like think if you had COVID,
it's kind of
everyone's like
okay. It's more
racist
similar
to
to
you.
that Death Stranding, actually.
No, that's fair.
So is it
No,
set in, like,
yellow fever.
Oh.
Or
Yellow fever.
So
I don't
would
know,
you
but it's
say
most dangerous from death. Is what
would
it.
you, so
what
would you sorry,
is the problem.
oh my god. So what you're saying, oh my holy. So
Words.
what you're saying is that Arknights is like set in like most of these gotcha games. It's in like a apocalyptic kind of thing.
Yes.
yes,
So like Nikkei in a way.
Cause like all of the okay,
Exploding sillies.
the world is basically plagued by like calamities essentially,
Okay.
where like massive storms will stroll through and destroy everything, and they're powered by the origanum dust.
Okay.
And essentially because of that, all of the cities and people have to be like mobile. So most of the cities in the game and the world itself is mostly set in mobile, like nomadic cities that are constantly moving.
Okay. So it. Okay, that makes sense. Gotcha.
Like Rhodes Island itself is literally just a giant like mech robot thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you
Like,
recommend?
It's just a giant Land Rover.
Sorry. Would you recommend watching the anime or playing the game instead?
Game.
Both.
Game.
The game.
The
I would
game
say-
is Loki best choice here,
I would say
but
game first because I think it's easier to just reading visual novels. I think is going to be easier to understand Arknight's story because there's so much.
Wait, it's a
Yeah.
visual novel? Oh wait, oh my
Yeah.
god. Sorry, I meant to
that's
say.
in AK. Yes.
Wait, no, never mind. Ignore what I just said.
Because the lots of the world building, I don't think that's shown in the actual anime. I think they just go in the anime. I only
Yeah,
watched the
they
first
kind
season,
of
but
just skip a lot.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
Just
for
the-
sure. All right.
because the world building matters a lot. Anyways,
No, but like no, I'm completely ready for that to just come out. Like Arknight's kind of like probably like an 8. Not it's not like impressive. It's definitely like the best gotcha anime I've seen, but it still follows a lot of tropes, and that's not a deal. It's a deal breaker for me. It's not making it in my top 10.
then
In a shot. You know what else is on my list?
What?
Blast from the Past. Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus. That's right. That also made the list.
Yo.
Which I saw why it had it on it, and I was gonna say something earlier, but I didn't because I'm like, you know what? I'll wait my turn. Turn.
Bro knows peak.
But absolutely, one does not dream of Bunny Senpai. Absolutely, like peak intro anime. You want to
true.
put somebody on anime, you put them on that one. If they're a slice of life person, obviously.
can I change the subject real quick?
Yeah,
Quick
yeah.
question, because we're not gonna probably talk about this anime because it's still ongoing, but I really do want to talk about it. and Sean, you're the only one who's watched it. Do you think To Be Hero X is a good starter anime? Because I personally do. I think it's a good starter anime, but it is a very distinct style and a very unique
Okay.
anime.
I'm gonna say no for two reasons. One, expect if your first anime is To Be Hero X, obviously it's gonna like it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like it's not bad, but it's a specific style which does not follow the normal style. Like not that it's bad, but like it I can't say I would recommend it for your first time because you don't understand the anime style yet. Like there I know that you don't really think about this that much, but there is technically a learning curve for getting used to the anime style. Because
No,
do you know
I
how much
understand that.
nonsense happens if you pause frames? Like take Clannad for example. You know how many like derpy pictures you can take from just Clannad?
I mean, you've seen Naruto, like the random, especially in like shonen anime. You take a
Yeah,
single, you stop a single frame. It looks really stupid
it
most
does. It
times.
does. It's part of the
Gameplay
charm, but you have to
moments.
get used to it first. Like you can't throw somebody into something that's completely like I think a lot of people would categorize To Be Hero X as more of like Americanized cartoon, like you said, like Miracle Ladybug, isn't it?
It
Is what it's called?
miraculous. It literally,
Miraculous.
unironically, it looks really close to miraculous.
Yeah, so I think a lot of
God.
people would characterize it as more of a cartoon rather than an anime. So I can't say I would recommend it upon a first time viewer of anime.
Hmm.
Just because there is technically that learning curve of like, oh, you're not used to normal style of things not looking realistic. Like you're used to Game of Thrones or whatever, Breaking Bad, whatever. I don't know, whatever else is mainstream, whatever Party Bro is watching. Sure, he watches
Pardon?
normal real people stuff like
That
Breaking
is.
Bad,
Where's
Kill
Kate?
It's a
Beater.
good
Like,
show, bro. I will.
I'm not saying it's a bad show. I'm just saying you watch a lot of the mainstream stuff from like the normal
Yeah, Stranger
extrovert
Things is
community.
good. Game of Thrones is good. All that
Yes,
shit good.
I know they're.
Breaking Bad is
I'm
a
not.
good
You're not
anime.
wrong. You're not wrong. But like, yeah, no.
Except for the last season of Game of Thrones. That's the match.
And the second
Oh,
reason
you're one of
is
those people. Oh, you.
and the second reason is like the one like specific style, yeah. But two, you have to understand why this is a good anime first. All right, I need you to watch something at level 5. I need you to watch something like standard, maybe like above average, like 6 or 7. And I
SAO.
can't throw you in at the high end. You're gonna now
That's what
only
that was my
expect
intro.
anime basis
You're gonna
to
only
be
watch good
good.
shit.
And like I can't do that to you because there are good animes out there that are like what like JoJo. I haven't seen JoJo, but JoJo gets like an insane rep. And people won't watch it because of the art style, or people won't watch it because of blah 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 reasons. I got to throw you in on something that's like not like top tier first. Because I feel like if you only like spoil, I feel like if you spoil yourself with anime and you find something that's like just decent and not amazing, you probably won't watch it. You'll be
To
like,
be
that's
sorry,
no, that's no ReZero. That's no, like, you know what I mean?
the only counter to this, which is what I'll say, is if you are a new anime watcher, you're only if it's an anime already out, you're not gonna watch bad anime that is out. No, not many people do that
I
because
do.
it doesn't make sense. You've been watching anime for more than 5 years, Sean.
That's true.
Talking
That's
about
true.
new
I was put
people.
on early. I was put on early.
Yeah, if you're new, you're gonna watch solo leveling first, and then go to attack. Like you're gonna go to the good stuff. You're not gonna go watch X Arm or like Last Crusader or to put the Montakumis on. You're not gonna watch those bad anime. I don't know why I just said Takumis. I'm. Oh my god.
Bro is actually fucking hating right now. I don't know what bro is on.
You don't like this anime either. What?
I haven't said anything about it.
Yo, the switch up. Huh?
No, I'm not attacking or defending it. I haven't seen it. I'm just saying.
Yes, you did. We watched the first episode together. It's the one that's like the the girl who has the really
that.
yeah
Oh, that was a
that.
good intro. Yeah, it was like 40 minutes or an hour long or something. It was pretty good. I don't remember. It's on the list. It's on the list. Tell me when it's finished, and then I'll binge it.
You didn't. Never mind.
I mean,
Anyways. they're not gonna. The only thing I disagree is like they're not gonna watch. You're not gonna. Nobody's gonna watch a bad anime if it's all out. That's just what happens. So like they only do at the end of the day watch the good animes. But I see
will
what you're saying,
say-
and I actually do agree with you about like Hero X. It's like it's too distinct for like it shouldn't be your first. You should
Okay,
get used
I
to it
understand what
first.
you're saying. I really do. But I think because when you're a beginner anime, you watch purely mainstream and
Yeah.
purely just good things. Like this is even true for like real life shows. Like Party Bro, you can attest to this, right? Like when you recommend like real life shows that are non-anime, you don't recommend something that's like niche that you randomly found
Hell
on
no.
Netflix that's just real, right?
No. Yeah.
Because you're gonna recommend mainstream, like the popular stuff.
Pretty
You're gonna be
much,
like, all right, you want an intro to this thing? Let me start you off where what everyone else is watching, so you can at least talk about it with somebody because everybody else around you has seen it.
But
And
then
it's
wouldn't
it's the
you then
same
watch
reason
To Be
why
Hero
I
X then?
can't recommend To Be Hero X because
But everyone's
one,
watching it.
To Be Hero X is not super mainstream.
Yes it is. What do you
No,
mean? It's top charts in anime right now.
it's top charts, but
There's no
how many?
but.
Okay,
It's top charts.
it okay. Top charts doesn't necessarily mean
Mhm.
that like it's super
Yes,
mainstream.
it does. Yes, it does.
No, because
It's
there are top
Crunchyroll.
charts animes that have that, but at the time people thought were mainstream. But thinking about it back, you're like, well, I guess it wasn't.
That's
All
not.
right. I think we
Mainstream
should just cut
anime
it there
is
then.
advertised.
We're cutting it
We
there
are
because what do y'all
falling
Yeah, yeah.
insanely off topic
Yeah,
right
because
now.
you know I'm right. Let's cut it there.
Both of y'all be quiet. All right, Sebastian, it's your turn.
Party Bro
You
said
have
it.
the
I
floor.
didn't say that.
That's crazy.
All right, Sebastian.
That's a wonderful way to have mine started.
Yep.
Do I do the long one or the short one first?
Uh,
Like as in,
Whatever one you want to
In
talk about
whatever
more.
order.
Give us a short one first. We need a short. Just have it.
um, my first one that I want to get like either an anime to or just have it continue going and not stop at any point would be Pick Me Up. It is made by the same person who made Solo Leveling and is essentially a different take on a similar style. So essentially what Pick Me Up is it's about a player of a gacha game. Whoop-de-doo, who would have thought?
Sounds similar.
The
No way.
the gacha game
Wait,
creator
like
likes
that.
a
Wait,
game
like
about
that
someone
one
who
that
plays a gacha
Aaron
game.
read. Like that one.
No, not even close.
The one that Aaron and Party Bro voice acted for. Not that one.
No, not
No.
that
Okay.
one.
All right. My bad.
No, not
My bad.
that
You know,
one.
you can see you can see where the mistake is.
Yes, but no, wrong. So, Pick Me Up is kind of like, oh, where was I? You made me lose my fucking train of thought.
Talk about
Kill
gacha
yourself.
games. Gacha game
Pick
anime.
Me Up is essentially about a top player who is ranked 5th in the world at this gacha game that is notoriously like hard. It's really hard and has PvP elements, and it's known for being extremely difficult to strategize with this game.
Yeah.
And in mid raid, like right as he was about to essentially finish the game, he blacked out, and it's kind of isekai trope. He wakes up as one of the characters in the game, and he just kind of has to deal with it because he's one of the because there's star ratings obviously because it's a gacha game, and he's the lowest star rating, so he kind of just has to not die or he's cooked. That's the starting premise. But the reason I
Oh,
like it is because the main character is really the main character follows similar tropes, but does it in a more interesting way, if that's a way to put it. It's like a how do I explain that? I didn't
by
think about what I
explaining
was
it.
gonna say
By explaining it.
before this.
Stupid.
Yeah, kill yourself. I didn't think about what I was gonna say. I kind of just was like, yeah, this is a good choice to bring here.
Bro had no thought process. It was just like
No, I fucking
game,
didn't.
go burr. I like game. I like
Yes,
anime.
sir.
Anime go burr.
Yes, sir. But I feel like it would be a really good anime because Solo Leveling has an anime right now, and everything I've seen on it is pretty good, pretty good quality, right? This is made by the same creator, and I genuinely feel like its quality would be like a good few times better than Solo Leveling for everything involved, like world building, characters, the like character or main character's choice making is a lot more human, if that's a way to put it.
Yeah.
Because he's not like the typical power fantasy type where he's always right. He's always able to win. The main character in this series fails multiple times. He
Huge. I
doesn't
like
get
that.
what he wants,
Awesome.
Subaru.
and
Super
bruh, this ain't
real.
no return by death shit, dog. If he dies, he's cooked permanently.
If I die in real life, I die in real life.
No fucking way. Who would have thought? But yeah, the main character isn't always right, and he fails, and that's what makes it interesting because there's genuine consequences for his failures
Hmm.
that make the world building and characters much more engaging than a
No,
typical
yeah,
power fantasy.
I understand. I definitely think that there are like, especially ones that break the standard by that. I do like it when anime characters are just wrong, like they are just objectively on the wrong side and they just stand by it because obviously there's misinformation everywhere.
Mhm.
Yeah, like in this series, there's like it's kind of like well, okay, it's just a gotcha game where you have to progress by clearing floors on a tower, essentially, and it
Yeah,
goes from floor 1 to 100, and it gets harder and harder as it goes on. Obviously, that's typical. But
as it
every
does.
five floors is like a boss stage, and the problem with this is for the characters themselves, they go into the stage knowing nothing about what's going to happen, essentially. So they walk into a boss stage and they just have to improvise. And that's what the whole thing I mentioned earlier about the MC's decision making and how he can be wrong sometimes makes it really engaging because he doesn't know what he's about to walk into, so he just has to improvise and he can just be wrong when he does an improvisation and it can get someone killed, which makes it interesting because none of the characters are immortal or have plot armor because they can just die.
Yeah, I do. I mean, again, I like this style. I was very cyberpunk style, and this is very similar in the like
It's very
paces.
similar to Cyberpunk, where it's genuinely engaging whenever something like scary happens. Like whenever they walk into a boss door, you're like, oh shit, someone might die.
Going a little bit off topic though, you said that
It's not real.
was kind of human like elements. If that's what you
Hmm.
said, correct me if I'm wrong. If
Yeah,
they were to make
he.
an, Mhm.
Yeah,
Sorry,
go.
continue.
Well, I was just gonna reiterate that yeah, he makes human mistakes multiple times, so he just feels more relatable almost because he's not perfect like most other power fantasies.
Mhm. So
Yeah.
going off of that, and if you wanted an anime, how would you like the art style to reflect the story? If that makes sense.
It's a manhwa, so I feel like, and also it's typical manhwa where it's like buff main character
Mm.
and has like the typical manhwa style. So I feel like similar to Solo Leveling, if I were to go with art style, it would just track, and it has the same art style manga wise as Solo Leveling because it's the same artist. So same art style would track, and it would fit
And in that case,
if that's what you meant.
would it compare to Attack on Titan, how characters don't really have plot armor?
I feel like yes and no because I feel like it fits better because in Attack on Titan, yes, they are normal people. I don't know how to explain that. I would say yeah for the most part. It just feels closer to cyberpunk, if that's a way to put it.
All right.
Where in cyberpunk they are just normal humans, but they're beefed up by cybernetics, if that's a way to put it. Where they like in this they learn skills, which is just like every character gets skills in a game. It's just like that, and it feels closer to cyberpunk than AOT because in AOT the only people that have powers are the shifters, and everyone else is just a normal person
Mhm.
with gear at most.
If there was
So
Yeah.
that fits better, thinking it in more of a cyberpunk type.
and if there was a
Fiction.
anime coming out of it, what company would you like it to work with or work on the anime?
I don't know enough companies. I don't have an answer for you for
A
that,
lethal company?
brother. Yeah,
That's
Lethal Company for sure. Yeah, that company works on it.
That's a good company
Valid.
right there. Honestly,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
make some banger animes, trust.
I mean, I'm the company guy. I think the best company, my favorite company is Kadokawa. They made Dragon Maid. They're a good company. They're underrated as hell. They only make slice of life and then they pop off every once in a while.
I don't
Or
know, I'm a
sorry,
big fan
not
of Mappa.
Kadokawa. Kyoto Animation. I'm sorry, I got it wrong.
Actually, yeah.
I'm
Now
a-
I think about it, Mappa made JJK, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
No,
Mappa
I'm
made
a big fan of
Okay.
JJK.
Mappa and Studio Ghibli.
I
Everyone's
feel
a
like
big fan of
Mappa could
Mappa
make
because they make everything.
Mappa could
Mappa does
function with
make
the
fucking
fighting.
everything though. That is true. That's
But
why
I
I can't
mean,
say
to
that
be
they're my
fair,
favorite company. I don't like
to be
mainstream.
fair, they are like the most mainstream like company when it comes to making anime.
Yeah.
You make- huh?
Can we go back to Studio Ghibli days where they just release Studio Ghibli movies every once in a while? We need new ones, trust.
We do.
Can we have like another Ponyo or something? Or like another Spirited Away?
No face moment.
Real, real.
Yeah.
No.
Anything
Here's
else?
for the
Anything
other
else need
ones.
to be said?
No, just move on.
Move on. I only have one more, but this one's loaded a little bit.
Yeah.
My last choice is, you all know it. It's Berserk. I have to talk
No
about it.
way, Berserk!
I
Okay.
have to talk about it
Okay,
because
okay.
it
This
is
was.
genuinely my most favorite manga by far, and it's not even close.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that.
It's genuinely not even close. I have a lot of things that I've read that are good and I like. Berserk tops all of them by far. So I'm sure we all know a little bit about Berserk at least, because of just how well known it is.
Yes.
So Berserk, the reason I want it to get an anime mainly is purely because all the adaptations it's had are dog shit. Like, not even close. They're awful. Berserk 2016 being the namely most awful one
Yeah, isn't
by far.
2016 worse than the older one or something?
It's so much worse. It's so
That's
much
crazy.
worse.
No, no, we need. I definitely agree with you. Berserk is definitely a fucking sleeper anime thing that they could release.
Dude, if they released a Berserk nowadays, I think it would genuinely be one of the most watched things of all anime.
If they did Berserk well, I would not fight them if it was an MLA, like number one on my anime list, like the next day.
I would not be surprised.
Because do you know how fucking fast it would crash like Crunchyroll or whatever site it was on?
It would probably overload the servers pretty quick.
Like, when was the last time that you heard like Crunchyroll servers get shut down? Because for me, it was like Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, that was probably the most recent time. And I think that was one of the only, like, few times it ever happened.
Yeah, no, no. I definitely think that they are sleeping on Berserk. Somebody invest in this. Somebody get the rights because you would get so much fucking like just press, just popularity. It would fucking spike so fast because of how popular it would be.
Yeah. To move on a little bit, though.
I'm stealing your segment. Sorry.
Yeah, bro, don't steal my segment.
My bad. My bad.
I mean, he's right though. He's not right. He's not wrong. I would have said the same things. but essentially the story building, characters, and the general plot as a whole is probably the best plot that I have ever read or watched as a whole, like completely everything. Like it is the most perfect way to build a story because to explain it, the first arc is a how do I explain that? The first arc is the aftermath of the main thing that created the story in the first place, if that's a way to put it. And that's what the Black Swordsman arc is, which is the first arc. And that's kind of just getting to know the main character originally.
For
And
sure. For sure.
real. Anyways, in the second arc, which is the arc that explains why everything in the first arc is happening, the Golden Age arc is essentially
Peak
the
arc.
prequel to the first arc. Peak,
Peak arc.
real. It is it is like that
still
is the
peak.
arc that gets people into Berserk as in the first place is the Golden Age arc. And then after that is when the character building becomes really important and then keeps going. Like the character building never stops. Like everything that happens is genuinely a big turning point in the story. Everything. Every singular small thing that happens is important. Like there are several characters in the earlier arcs, like just after the Golden Age arc, that come up just now. Like in the last like 4 chapters, they became really important. So it's like hundreds of chapters later, something that happened in the first few chapters becomes incredibly important as one of the main characters that just came in recently.
Subtle.
So everything matters. Everything.
Subtlety.
So
Yeah, it's a he, right? He wrote his fucking story like amazingly.
mhm.
I've actually been
Like,
wanting to read Berserk. I've been
You
sleeping on it.
should.
You
I know
You
so many
should.
people
100% should.
who've read it, bro.
There's
I think
there's
one of my future roommates, says it, so I'm gonna probably try to get it from him and just read it
Yeah.
manga.
Okay,
honest.
out of every like you guys should all know by now. Like especially Aaron and Sebastian. You guys know I am not super big reader. Like not
Mhm.
I do not go out of my way to like catch up and read the newest thing every time or read every recommendation that happens to me by book or online.
But I'm the
That's
opposite,
not
bro.
me.
Like I literally just got 1984. I'm gonna read it soon. Shit.
I'm telling you, when I because I was talking to Dylan casually, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm reading Berserk," and I was like, "That's is it good?" And he's like, "I'll put you on. I'll put you on." And he put me on because goddamn, bro, I was like, I've never finished a fucking book quicker in my life. I was like, I need the next one, and like you know that they're like because he had the thick ones like what are they like the thick like what three
The
chapters
volumes.
yeah the volumes like he had the thick ones dude I finished that shit in less than a day like less than 12 hours I was fully invested I'm like when do I get the next one and I'm not a
What'd you
big
say?
reader
What'd you just say? Sorry, I was doing something.
I'm not a big reader so like when I got the Berserk book and I read it I couldn't actually put it down I was like holy shit
It,
you have
it
my attention.
to like give something that's more of a comparison that would make sense for most people is free run. Everyone knows. Most people know free run at least because
Most
it's one of the
anime
top
people,
things.
most anime only people and
Yeah,
manga people know Frieren.
yeah. But essentially, free run is known for having a good story, good characters, good world building. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the genuine things that people like
I
most
mean, in
about
my
it.
opinion, Frieren is very good at just making it seem like you just dropped normal, real life people in the world.
Yeah.
Just real fucking people,
But
like your
yeah,
neighbors. That's what it feels like, and it's amazing.
yeah. And to segue out of that a little bit, to a degree, to continue is a better way to put that.
Mhm.
In the Berserk Golden Age arc, it the character and world building is very similar to Frieren, but better in basically every way. Where it builds up the characters as being more normal people, right?
Yeah.
And they're just normal people that are really skilled and know how to do their job.
Yeah.
And it evolves into a point where the characters are still human, but eventually later have to try to become no I don't know how to explain that. They have to become better and better because there's no other choice. Is the best way to put
Yeah.
that.
For Fearin?
Because
know-
I don't want to spoil anything about this because this is genuinely the most peak thing to read that you could read.
For Berserk? So,
Yes.
uh,
So
Yeah.
essentially that's the Golden Age arc. I can't really say much else because I really don't want to spoil
You
it.
can't
Yeah.
again. Berserk is one of those cyberpunk style animes, so you can't. It's
You
like
cannot
you
say
have
anything
to go
or
in
spoils it
spoil
at all.
free. You have to go in spoil free, or
Yes.
the entire thing is ruined for you,
You
and
know
you'll
what?
miss out on the moment.
Adding on to that about the spoilers, I've I've been wanting to read it, but I know everything that happens in the story, and kind of like stealing
like
the
just-
spotlight. Sorry about that. I wanted to
Mhm.
put a focus real quick on this YouTube video of this grandpa
Mhm.
that reads
seen it.
Berserk. This is the guy that actually made me want to read it. I don't want to read it yet because I'm waiting to get the deluxe edition.
Mm.
Because if I'm going to read this, I am going to read it on the deluxe edition just to make it extra special. But seeing the reaction of this guy, how he explains it so well, and actually was able to predict a bad ending. I mean, you all know by this name,
Yeah.
the Eclipse. I'm like,
We
dang.
know. Everyone who knows
Everyone who's
anything about
read
Berserk
knows
knows
it.
the eclipse. Everyone knows the eclipse.
But just in case for people that didn't watch it or spoilers,
Okay, I'm going to be honest. The Eclipse is the biggest turning point in the series,
Mhm.
That's true.
but that doesn't mean that that's being spoiled and that will ruin it. That is probably the worst spoiler because that's the most important one to the
Mhm.
story because
Yeah.
that's what shapes everything after.
It's like the anchor
But
point.
but everything after is still extremely important to the story. So if you only were spoiled on the Eclipse, that doesn't mean
Mhm.
everything after is going to be bad. Because if you're spoiled on the Eclipse, that is so early in the series that it's kind of okay.
Mhm.
Because later on, it'll evolve on that and build on it and just make it better and better.
Because I think one of my main problems with Berserk is listening to people yap about it, having such a high expectation and saying it's this and that, singing its praise. I feel like if I read it and I don't like it, if that makes sense. Because
I
I've
mean,
heard,
did you watch Cyberpunk, didn't you?
yep,
You'll fuck. What was your opinion on it? What was your opinion on it?
peak.
Okay, you're going
will
to
love
love Berserk. Because Berserk
is genuinely the
is like
best
if
interpretation
Cyberpunk
of that
was
type
better.
of story.
Berserk is like if Cyberpunk was better.
I actually did try to give it a try. What put me down at that time was asking the wrong person. They were like, "No, watch the anime first. Watch this episode.
no,
Watch
no, no.
that. Do this. Do that
The
before you actually
2016
read
anime
it."
is bad.
Bro.
I would say if someone tries to tell you how to watch something when it's really just one singular thing, don't listen to that.
Mhm.
Because Berserk it's not like Berserk has like 7 different versions where it's like there's like 17 different things that you have to, it's not like Fate, dude. It's
Mm.
not like Fate where there's like 17 different series. You got to
I don't
figure out
know
the
anything
Yeah,
about
chronological
that's
Fate.
order
literally
on
a
your
brain
own.
aneurysm, bro. It's so bad.
All I
Berserk
know
is
about
literally
Fate
a
is that
singular
people
manga
fucking love Saber.
in a line. Just read it.
Mm. I'm gonna have to give it a try because
Good.
huge shout out to this guy, especially this episode. Dog, it got me so invested in actually wanting to watch it, but just got the wrong person.
I got this video on my recommended after reading Berserk for the first time, and it was genuinely a really good video. It pretty much summarized my exact reaction.
No, by all means, I think Berserk is peak fucking up there. Like especially just for straight manga, like absolutely fucking up there on God.
I think Berserk is probably the only thing that I've ever read or watched that I can solidly, without hesitation, give a 10, period.
Yeah,
Like without
Ooh.
any caveats, any problems. There's literally the only problem with Berserk is the fact that it doesn't have a good anime. That's it. That's literally the only thing that's bad about it. I mean, that's not even with Berserk
Mhm.
itself. That's literally a problem with
no,
adaptations.
I
That's it.
agree. I agree. Agree 100%. But if you asked me if to rank Berserk just any day of the week, I would 100% just say 10, without a doubt. 10 out of 10. It's fucking amazing.
And what was I gonna say?
So like, absolutely, I would just completely glaze the
Like,
fuck out of Berserk because it deserves
I
it.
think literally the only problem anyone could have with Berserk is the maturity required for
Mm.
it.
Yeah,
Just based on like what happens in the series is
Yeah.
quite graphic. So you got to be at least semi
Gore
mature to be able
warning.
to read it.
yeah. There is a giant gore warning, and like it definitely this is like if you took you know how the video games have like rankings. This is like if you took the rated M for mature seriously for a manga. Like you actually have to be mature. You have to be ready. You have to like have enough mental composure to like pick it up.
And then a quick
Right,
question
'Cause-
on that too. Sorry.
yes.
So listen, kind of hearing around the fandom that the author died. How would it affect my reading later on? How is it right now
It
at this state?
it
I have no
doesn't
idea.
because okay, I am fully caught up on Berserk. Like a
Okay.
chapter just came out recently within the
Yeah.
last couple months.
I know Sebastian is, which is why I'm kind of just letting him talk about the
I
lore stuff. 'Cause
I
I'm
am
like,
100% caught up. Um, from what I'm aware of with the author died, right?
Mhm.
yeah,
But his best friend was also a well established manga artist that already knew where the author wanted to go with the story, and he essentially picked it up for the author. And that's who's making it right now. Is it essentially at the same level as the previous artist, just slower? Basic. That's why the chapters take a lot longer now to come out
Mhm.
because the artist is slower than the original artist. But it's all the same quality, and he already knows where the story's going to go and how things are going to be laid out. So it won't affect anything. It'll just take longer.
yeah.
That's
As
it.
long as
R.I.P.
I feel like if the creator dies, but like he has someone to carry on his legacy, like to the point where like he can follow the same story points, his art style might be like slightly different. As long as there's not too like major insane visual changes to the art style, I don't feel like there are any
DXD.
problems with the replacement.
Yeah.
Because because I know that Aaron can attest to this, but like that season of what a devil to a time a part-time devil,
The
yeah, I
part-timer,
cannot, yeah,
Devil
yeah,
to, or
like that
I
next
forgot what
season
his
what
name
by a
is.
different studio, that
Devil to
animation
part-timer.
change just completely threw
Not
me
even that.
off.
The art style change as a whole was awful. It completely changed everything.
No, yeah, no, it was a completely different vibe, and like art style is super important, like
That's what happened to me.
super
Like
important.
the High School DxD, like the newest season. Or, like it changed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just very trippy, very very trippy. Like it's hard to focus.
A
Yeah,
lot of
no,
things
so like
Such
happen
a change.
with
And
DXD.
okay, to go off of that,
Mhm.
the art style change from artist to artist in Berserk, I genuinely didn't notice. I was fully caught up even after the artist died, but I didn't know he died yet. So I was already reading chapters that this his best friend was making, and I genuinely did not even notice the change in art style at all. Because they're just it was so minor, and I don't even think it's you're able to
yeah,
pick
I
up
think
on
you
it
would have
if you
to
wanted to.
generally like actually just look for what the changes were, because I think
Like you
it's
would
so
genuinely
simple.
have to be staring at like several different ways people do like shading, shit like that. You'd have to look at that for so well. Also, manga art is like creating manga has a team behind it. It's not
Mhm.
just the
Yeah.
main artist. So all of the other team members are still the exact same team members. So like most of the backgrounds and shit were made by them for the most part anyway. So that nothing really changed. It's kind of
Other
still the same as before.
Yeah, other than the main guy just Rest in peace.
Sorry.
The goat.
Goat artist.
In that case, I might actually have to get down and reading on that quick.
Yes. You
Okay, I will say
100% should.
from an earlier point where he's like, when somebody told you how to do it, I think I'm gonna take that further. I'm gonna be like, don't let people tell you how to enjoy your experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't live
Okay.
your life.
Real.
They don't know
There
what
is
you like.
one thing
They
I
can't
wanna
pinpoint that.
mention whenever you're done.
No, I am done. That was it.
Okay, that was it. Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
works. One thing I want to continue on is the maturity required that was mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
There is the maturity required is quite high, at least specifically for the eclipse,
Yeah.
because the eclipse is pretty
the
bad.
golden age. Especially the golden age.
Like right at the end of the golden age arc for the eclipse is you need maturity, and literally the first page is also. It was a little funny reading it for the first time, but the literal first page is crazy.
That's how Dylan introduced me to Berserk, bro. He's like, all right, man, are you ready? I'm gonna put you on. He opens the first page in the middle of like school, and I was like, what the fuck?
The first page is a little wild, but just to mention that same shit where it just does that is not very common for the rest of the series.
No.
Yeah.
At least that suddenly doesn't happen. But
Yeah,
yeah, the maturity required is quite high.
Me so
100%.
unaware.
100%.
Unaware.
Yeah.
Unaware.
But yeah, it is genuinely one of the best stories, and especially the character building. I will say, I don't know if Sean has seen this yet, but I genuinely believe it's gotten better as the story goes. I don't
I'm
think
still
it
before the boat.
ever
I'm still
had
before the boat, dog.
You're still, oh my god,
I have
okay.
not. No, I haven't been reading it.
It genuinely like the most recent arc might be literally the biggest arc for Guts as a character.
Okay,
Besides the Golden Age
if
arc.
you want,
It's
if you
genuinely so
actually want
important.
me to pick it up again, send me a fucking
Do it,
site,
please.
dog, for
Please,
free.
I have
Send
one
me,
right here. I
send me-
already have it.
Send me a
I
fucking
have
site.
you right now.
Send me
I
a
got
site
you.
and literally and like remind me. Be like, I need you to fucking start this. And like until I start it, don't stop reminding me because I will just not
It's
do it.
literally the main site that I've used is like what I've read this on. I got
No,
you.
just send me the site. If you send me, all right, this has always been a rule. Send me whatever you want me to read, and if you harass me enough, or because like even Aaron can attest to this, because I pick up recommendations and I'll play whatever you send to me and I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. But if you want me to like read or watch or play a game, tell me, because I'll fucking pick it up.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not. I'm not gonna.
genuinely should catch up because the most recent arc, especially the last two chapters that have came out, which was February 14th and the 27th of February this
Yeah.
year, those two were genuinely some of the most important chapters to the story as a whole, most recently at least.
No, like on a real note, like if somebody told me I want to talk about Game of Thrones with you, I need you to watch the entire series. Say less. I'll pick it up. It's that simple.
Yeah, catch up on Berserk.
How would you
I got
say?
I sent it in episode 3 for the podcast channel.
All right. Quick question though. How would
Yeah.
you say the story is right now? How close are we to the ending of Berserk?
Close to the ending.
Yeah. Or how do you
Fucking
I'm
feel?
gonna
no
be
idea.
real. I don't know because this story is so. It's okay. A good comparison that tracks in terms of the storyline is Mushoku Tensei, purely off of the fact that there's a lot of turning points where shit happens and shit changes really fast out of nowhere.
Mm.
That is how Berserk functions, and right now, the last two chapters are really important. They are it's a turning point, a really big turning point, probably one of the most important ones for Guts as a character. So I wouldn't be able to tell you.
All right. So it wouldn't be recommended waiting for the story to end and then reading it all.
Yeah, it would genuinely. I believe it would take too long. You'd be waiting until you fucking die, dog.
Oh yeah, it's like it's one of those animes where it's okay. So in a sense, it's like waiting for an anime to finish,
Mhm.
It's
but
like
the anime
if you,
you're waiting to
it's
finish
like
is One Piece.
I was about to say, it's like if
Valid.
you were there day One Piece, you saw the first episode, and you're like, bet, I'll wait until this finishes. And you're still like, just
yeah,
waiting for it to finish
just
now.
pick it up. Okay, like on a real note, One Piece is like one of those animes where it's like, like yes, I understand if you want to binge it, and yes, a lot of people definitely say it's too long. But how do you know it's too long? Like, what else are you doing with this time? You're gonna watch a billion other animes. You're gonna be saying like, man, I wish I had something to watch, because I know that's true.
You're right.
Most anime people sit there and they look at the screen and like, man, what do I watch? You know, I don't have to do that too. When you have 1,000 episodes in your back pocket of this anime.
It's one of those things. Like Berserk is one of those things where you just need to read it. Like you
Mm.
can't. There's no point waiting. Aaron is fucking snoring right now. I'm gonna mute him. He's 100%
I'm
knocked the
doing
fuck
this.
out. I'm server muting. Bro is gone.
I fucking literally
I
I
heard
was-
bro snoring. I'm
I
like,
love
yeah,
this
nah,
thing.
bro is dead.
He slept with the goldfish in the
Real.
The energy drink
But
did
yeah.
shit.
All right.
Berserk is genuinely one of the most important things I will tell anyone to read. If someone asks me for a recommendation on something to read and they are mature enough, Berserk.
Yeah,
Oh,
All right, that
God.
goes in my list.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
yeah, party bro. It's your turn. The person who watches the least amount of anime out of everybody here.
Oh, yeah.
No
It's time for
pressure or
my
anything.
takes. That's
No
not
pressure or
good.
anything.
Okay.
I already know one of
Yeah.
them. I already know one of them.
I'm leading off of fucking Berserk. Are you serious? Like, okay, cool.
Bro did
Man,
just
look,
get
man, you
handed
shoulda-
the worst
Here you go.
possible
I
thing
know.
before him.
I don't care. I will
Alright.
give you my takes. This is one
Bro.
anime I really want a season 2 of.
Yes, sir.
Let me pull it up.
He's gonna say Sword Art Online.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's a no game, no life moment.
No, it's not. It's not.
Actually, if
This
Evan
one.
was
This
here,
is
he
what
would
it's-
for sure say No Game No Life.
Yeah,
You know
he-
what?
he would.
Nurse Demons. Yeah, this is. I like this.
I haven't seen this
Y-
one.
You're so
It's-
real for that one. You're so real for that one. I
What
love
is
this
it?
one.
So basically, it's a mix of a lot of genres. It's a mix of like action, fantasy, and like romance. I personally love the story and the characters a lot for this one. Basically, it's this guy. He's this powerful sorcerer, and he's usually like stuck in his like castle or dungeon, just reading books and shit. And then he finds this very cute elf girl, and then he buys her from like the auction thing. Takes her in, but then he is so antisocial and just does not know how to speak at all. So he's just like this fumbling, like scary guy.
Okay, no disrespect, no disrespect. My
Yeah.
first thought was Gunner buys a slave.
No,
No.
it's not. It's literally
That's
not.
what
You-
my first thought.
You know what?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna harass you to watch it. Cthulhu. Try
So
it out.
Literally, I swear to God, it's like one of those
I mean,
things where
sure, yeah,
he
just
sees
remind me.
he sees her, and then he's like, "Oh my God, that's my wife," literally.
Mhm.
And then the whole anime is just
You
so
send
cute.
it to me in manga form, I'll read it.
And oh, yeah, it is actually manga. There is a manga for it. I checked on manga text. So
Send me the manga and I'll read it.
I
got
will,
you on
yeah.
the reading.
I
If
I
you
just
if you
really
know something has a like a manga that's up semi up to date,
Yeah, I
send it
got
to
you.
me. I'll read it.
the reason why I love it so much is because it's a mix of like genres I like fantasy and action with like romance. So it's just the way the story is. It's really nice and wholesome, and it has like some tense moments and action to it too. So it's like a mix of everything that I love. So I like this anime a lot, and I love the characters and how she grows and he grows throughout it, from him becoming more social and how the relationship develops, from both like her being like terrified of him and him just being worried that she's going to like run away or just hate him so much. So I love it so much. That is my first one. See, that was my quick one. On to my next one. I'm gonna send it in right now.
All right.
So yeah, I'm going by this quick. I'm speedrunning this because
I was
we
Yeah.
not
can
a
miss it.
speedrunning god.
No,
yeah,
for
I know.
sure.
That's, I
think-
mean, you also just had two. I'm having three.
I think that's what
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just
do
a
with
little-
segment
also,
2.
my second one was like very like that had a lot to go with it.
This
Berserk
one is an
was
anime I'm so mad they still have not gotten a season 2 for, and I don't even know if it's coming out.
No game, no life. No game.
You know what?
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
This
I'm
one,
waiting. I'm waiting.
Yeah, that
I
one.
haven't watched it.
Are you serious? I
Yes,
love
I've been
this one,
sleeping
bro.
on this
I have
one.
also not seen
Oh.
this.
Tanya the Evil,
Is this
bro.
Saga of Tanya the Evil?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Real. I'm gonna be so
Peak,
real.
bro.
This is
Peak.
base. This is a base. This
So
is a choice I can understand.
you guys know how I used to play Oi 4, right?
Yeah.
I used to play what?
Very weird way to summarize this, but this anime, like the other ones, this just combines literally action and has like geopolitics in it and has like a personal. So what's weird about this anime? I'm guessing you guys do know this, right? Like at
I
least
know what
that's
it is.
Mhm.
I don't.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I don't know anything about
So
it.
what I like about it is that there's so many dynamics in it. Like, there's so many different conflicts going on. So there's the conflict between her and this god. There's the conflict she has with these personal characters that fucking want to kill her. Then there's the conflict between her empire and the different nations they're going to war with. And the reason also I love this is because it's in the theme of like World War One and like some World War Two stuff. So it for me, it's like I'm a history nut. I love World War stuff. So this stuff is my bread and butter.
Also to go off of the World War II, I feel like
Yeah.
the world building for this was really
Yeah.
cleanly done.
It was. I love
Like
it.
you
so
can
much.
you can tell that it's not exactly the same as how World War II went in real life
Oh, no,
because
this
it's
is,
not a
no, it's based
direct
off of World
take,
War One actually.
but it's or well,
Yes, it's weird because
blah.
it's like
I said that wrong.
it's
but
basically
either,
World War
either
One
way.
with magic.
But either way,
Yeah.
you can tell it's meant to be in the same format,
Oh,
but
yeah, it is.
they cleanly adapted it into a way where their magic system actually makes a lot of sense and it
Yeah, and
tracks
it's not.
really well.
Yeah, and it's like basically where magic's very specialized too. So it's not
Yeah,
like
it's
everybody has
not like
fucking fireballs.
it's
like
not literally just magic because magic. It's magic because of
science
like an actual higher being
and
that's
religion. Yeah,
enables it.
the eternal.
There's a
what is
genuine
his, I forgot
reason
what his
for
name
the
is.
magic to
Oh
exist.
yeah, Sir X. Sir X is what his name.
Being X, yeah.
Being X, yeah.
You know what? I actually enjoy a lot of animes that explain the magic system. So this might actually go into my top watch list right
Yeah,
now.
You've gotta watch it, bro. It's
genuinely
super good.
it has a really like it even specifies early on how the magic functions. Even like okay, I can't necessarily say this, but the main character has a special way they have to use their magic,
Yup.
and that is genuinely one of the most important things in the series, and it is explained really well.
Because like I said, there's many conflicts, and that's one of the conflicts is
Yes.
Tanya, who is actually in this it's a child soldier. In that's the isekai, obviously. Before
Mhm.
that, it was just like very psychopath, not psychopath, but sociopathic HR
Office
guy.
worker. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
HR specifically, because he
Yeah,
would
he was one of
he's
the
in
higher
character.
ups in the office worker.
He's an asshole. He's basically the guy in the
He was the
office who
boss.
does
He was the
who
boss.
fucking hates you probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh no, he's not the boss. He's the upper management.
Yeah.
He does the boss's bidding.
So a power trip character.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, pretty much.
100%. He's an asshole. But you love this asshole.
The crazy statement you just
Sold.
said, by the way.
It's real. I can't deny
Yeah.
Party Bro on this. He's right. He's right.
He's like the entire anime. It's a disgusting character. It is like
yeah.
no like you.
This is okay.
You understand
Aaron's
why
not
everybody hates
here,
him.
and he's probably gonna be salty if he watches this. But Saga of Tanya the Evil is one of the one times where it's a evil, bad main character that I genuinely like.
Yep.
Like,
Hmm.
because Aaron will say this, but like, if the main character is a bad person, I typically won't like the series. Like, that's typically my main reason that I dislike it. But Saga of Tanya the Evil does it really well because it's
Yeah.
a bad person that's doing bad things, but they're sometimes right, and that makes it interesting.
Yeah, because
Although still morally
this character
questionable.
loves to paint himself as the rational person
Yes.
because they have this ego, and their ego is also their downfall. Well, not really downfall, but their whole like plot and how they continue to conflict with this god and how more and more batshit crazy things happen to them. That I won't spoil because if I go into detail, it'll break some
No spoilers.
in
No
moments.
spoilers.
Hey, no spoilers, no spoilers.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, this is a very good anime. Also, this is what I wanted to say that I didn't mention. The way the anime, the manga, and visual novel is, the perspective is different. Actually,
Mm.
this is what I wanted to think. I'm pretty sure. So for the anime, it's in the perspective I think of either Tanya or her enemies or something, and then I
It's more like
believe
a third person kind of.
yeah, and then
with
third
Tanya.
person, and then I believe the manga. I can't remember which one. Like it's either the manga or the visual novel that's in the perspective of the empire itself. That's the nation she's in. It's literally just called the empire, and I think the visual novel or whatnot is in her perspective or whatnot. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is. So like each of the different types is in a different perspective, which means you can watch each one and get a different like story, essentially.
Yeah.
In the same like plot, but different story.
I just want to mention something that's kind of
Yeah.
semi-irrelevant. In the series, if you want to see someone pull the most BM thing you've ever seen someone do to their enemy, Saga of Tanya the Evil has
Yo,
that.
yes.
One of the things she does
Random
is
bullshit.
such the most BM move you've ever seen in your life.
Wait,
Like pure bad manners.
was it?
Pure.
I don't know
pure
if I could say
gamer
this one.
energy.
Was it when she announced she was going to war?
Are you talking about the bombing thing?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
That is the most BM thing she could
Most
like. She films
BM,
a
bro.
fucking music video in their city. Like, I don't know how you can fucking be more BM than that.
I only know that because Instagram blessed me
Yep,
with a reel.
Instagram Reels. Instagram
Reels, that is
It ruins
Instagram
everything.
reel
It's
is
wild
putting you
BM.
on, bro. What the
Yup.
fuck?
A mythical
Real
pool.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just admit this right now. Instagram Reels is the reason why I found the other anime that I recommended.
Real.
It'd be like that.
It's actually how I. All right. Well, that's
All
enough
right.
of Tanya. My last. This anime I found from the manga. There is the anime that's coming out. I feel like there's I think there's 9 episodes now, but they're still like uploading the rest of them. It is called. Let me say. I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire. That is the name of it. I am the evil lord of an intergalactic empire. Yeah. That is the last one. I don't know if you're pulling it up right now. Do I need to
Oh
copy
yeah.
paste it to you?
Then sorry, I just zoned
Yeah, I
out.
can. It's good. I'm sending you it.
Not gonna lie, might be biased because it's kind of in my area of what I watch. But Party Bro, you got some pretty good takes.
Yeah, because look, we have so
I
much
mean,
shit.
to be fair, you two are literally like the kings of trash appreciation.
You guys are the same fucking person.
Okay, so okay, I'm gonna just say this right now. The anime, as I've seen it, is garbage as fuck. I'm gonna be so real. They did this manga so fucking dirty. I'm actually pissed. I want like what Aaron said, or was it Aaron? I'm pretty sure it was Aaron, but I want to remaster. I just burn the current episodes to the ground because it is completely baseless off of what some of the manga was, which also pisses me off. So if I had the opportunity, I would completely remove the anime that was just made and remake it entirely.
Is it on
Because
Crunchyroll?
my god, is it awful?
Is it on Crunchyroll?
Yes.
Let me check something
Just
real
that,
quick.
First
that
9
rating does
episodes.
say a lot.
I'm
At least
so
for the
mad,
anime
man.
adaptation.
I'm so mad. And because their pacing's very
Oh.
fast as well, so it's missing a lot, in my opinion.
Pretty good ratings on
I
Crunchyroll.
disagree. I disagree with that rating, in my opinion. But that's just me. But the
Real.
manga itself is really good. Okay, I'm gonna
Everyone's
explain it a little bit.
Mhm.
So basically, it's about this guy. I feel like it's fine if I say this. So he dies with hate in his heart because he's betrayed by his baby mama, basically his ex, who makes him pay child support, and he dies with fucking spite in his heart. So when he's given the chance by this uh demon, I want to say,
Mhm.
he's offered like an opportunity to do isekai stuff. Um, he pledges that he wants to be an evil guy, like evil super bad guy. But the whole premise is when he gets to that Isekai thing, instead of being the super evil guy, while he deludes himself into thinking what he's doing is being super evil and messed up, in reality, he's like improving everything for his like kingdom and whatnot. So it's like ironically so funny because the whole time he's like doing these really like good deeds and shit, like being so nice and all this, while at the same time in his head is like, ha ha, fucking you over and ha, fuck you, or you, I think you hate me, or I want you to hate me. It's like, it's just so funny because the whole time you're watching how he grows as a character, like gets more experience and gets even tricked by people, but at the same time he still benefits from it, and at the same time he still thinks he's like this super guy, evil guy who's like playing 4D chess and is like making
I
everyone
am
hate
the
him and
biggest
whatnot.
bird.
I'm just gonna say it sounds
Biggest bird.
so trashy,
He sounds so bad, but it's
but
not.
it's
It's
good.
actually peak. It's so peak.
It's so trashy that I feel like it's so good that I want to watch it.
It's like it's so dumb that you'll love it.
The trash appreciation.
It truly
duo
is a
Yup.
trash
is
appreciation.
peaking.
I will say this.
True.
Out of my other options, my other two were like pretty good. This one is just it's trash, but it's so good. It's so good.
I know what I'm
And
watching next.
for the love of God, watch the manga or read the manga. Do not watch the anime. I'm just gonna say that right now.
All right.
And if you do watch the manga, watch it with a grain of salt.
All right. Gotcha.
So yep, that's my 3 list. Yeah. Unlike the other 4 people that are here, they yapped for like 30 minutes or an hour. But bam,
I had my
said what I had to
reasons.
said. Those are no, you're perfectly fine. I'm not saying I'm not dissing.
What
I'm
are you
just
trying to say,
Yeah,
bro?
you're
What
good.
are you
You're
trying to
good. You're
say?
good. I know you're not.
I'm
I know
just
you're
giving
not.
my good recommendations in a way that
Yes,
is
sir.
presentable.
What are you trying to say, bro?
I had my
trying to throw hands?
list, and it was peak.
Okay, can we gather a list of every anime that we've all recommended or manga? Because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
low-key
Pull up
just
like
want
a
to go through
word
that
and
list.
just put like a bullet point list.
I closed down the other ones, but I know my 3.
I know my 3. Just
Yeah,
just
we
post
can.
it.
I can
Just
tell
post in
you.
the
We can tell you
VC.
ours.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
I know mine. I know my list, bro.
Yep. I remember mine too.
So starting with my 3, I mean, if you haven't watched any of them, in my personal opinion, they're really good. They're really trashy as well, some of them, which is only one. The rest are pretty peak.
We got trash king and queen over here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Real. You guys dating? No way.
Look, this is what because this is what you're talking about, man. This is the trash that you need to be introduced to.
Nah. I think I expected more class than that.
Don't be that guy, bro. Don't be that guy, pal.
I will be that guy.
You're not that guy. Pal. You're
I
not.
will be. I am that guy. I am that guy.
Meanwhile, Aaron.
So true. So true. He fucking absolutely passed the fuck out.
Yeah, he just hates her. Ooh. He hates our taste so much that he just like falls asleep. He's like, okay, I got my what is it called? What is the dragon girl called again? It's like I got my dragon girl like slice of life thing. So I'm all good. Time for bed.
So, since we're doing kind of like a review segment at the end,
Pretty
we could
much.
just leave all the anime that we put and then just review it for each other. If that makes sense.
Ooh.
Like a group review.
How about we all say out of each one that was recommended which one we want to like do the most?
All right, yeah, that works.
What do you mean? What do you mean by which one we want to do the most?
Your mom. Anyways, what I mean by that is like out of like every single one that was mentioned, which one are you most intrigued by? Like, okay, bet I'm down.
You know what? I'll go first because
All right.
it left a big impression. The trash anime. So I guess that one's for me would be the
Lord.
one I'd watch, and then Berserk.
Lord.
Yeah.
What
Alright.
were the ones that Aaron mentioned? It was like Zom 100, his dragon one, and then what was the other one?
I don't know.
Psalm 100, and I
Frick.
genuinely do not remember the third.
Oh God, I feel so bad when he sees this. He's like, "What the frick, man?"
He should have been awake. He can't. He
Oh,
can't.
That's true,
Psalm
you
of Spider,
should've
so
known.
what? Psalm of Spider, so what?
Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I'm a spider. So what? Okay, out of all of them, I will say that it's probably Berserk. It's not even close for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's for me. It's
Yeah.
probably. Wait, what were the ones you said? Wine? Can you put them down? Like
Yeah, put
So
them in the chat, bro.
put them in
for
the chat, bro.
Put them in the chat.
the ones that I put or want to watch.
The ones you said.
Okay.
The ones you said.
You should just make a new Word document and like just put all the things we sent in as bullet points
All right.
just for the podcast, so they see.
Also, do you
they
guys know
see
any
the
better
words.
sites than Manga Dex for getting manga?
The one I sent in with Berserk is my
Yeah.
second site that I use a lot.
Okay, cause like Manga Dex is so slow, bro.
Well, Magafire also has a better like continue reading. Like it has a better format like for all of the
Bunny Girl
like
Senpai. Oh my
things that you
god, bro.
bookmarked and shit.
I feel so bad because my ADHD is so bad. I watched the first episode and then I just didn't watch the second one because I had to go to bed and then I just like forgot about it.
This might be a hot take, but I enjoyed the movies better. For Bunny Girl Senpai, especially the third movie. That's the one that left a huge impression on me. That I'm like, okay, this changed my perspective on how I watch anime.
Bro, you know what I would really want to watch again?
Which
The
one?
Mika movie.
True.
I need to watch
Mika
that.
movie
Is there a way
cute.
to
Yeah, that was
watch
pretty
it
good.
now? Besides just in movie theaters, or is that just it? Because I legit just want to rewatch it.
I don't know.
Or is
I don't
that
know
not
actually.
possible? I'll look it up
I-
somehow. I'll find a way. But yeah, out of all these, which one would I be most interested in? You know, I'm gonna do a curveball and say
You can
Arknights,
erase
but the
the hand
game.
symbol for that one.
Hmm? Oh, okay.
You can
Thanks.
erase the hand. Yeah.
Arknights, but the game. That's what I'm most interested in. The game's
The
visual novel.
game for Arknights. Yeah.
I'm interested in that visual novel story
I'm
because
not surprised.
y'all been glazing it so much, so I just want to see if the glaze is real.
Wine. I feel like it'd be better to use our like main names rather than
All right. I got
rather than the server names. Okay. Having
You can use
Surfumo
you can
Katsune
use
Miku
my
doesn't
server
really
name. I
track too
won't
much.
stop you, dog.
I say
I just
Cthulhu
feel
all
like
the
it would
time,
track
bro.
better because
It
your
sounds
Twitch and
better.
everything is Cthulhu Zero.
I'm always Cthulhu Zero.
Yeah,
I'm always
that's the
party,
point.
bro.
Is Katsune Miku is just this server. Surfumo is also just this server.
For those who know.
I Loki's sick of
It's part of an era. It's part of an era. All right. If you
Yeah,
had to be there for the Katsune Miku arc.
you had to be there for the Surfumo.
Yeah.
The Sir Alcatraz was still so fucking random. I will
It's
never know why you
infinitely
called me
better,
that.
dude. I'm not gonna lie.
I will literally never know why you called me that. Ever.
I
Okay, so
mean, neither, dog, and I was there.
we lost track of this already. So Cthulhu, out of all these that were listed, which one are you most interested in?
100% Berserk. It's not close.
All right. What about you, Sebastian?
If I were to say one that someone else put and not my own, because if it was my own, I would say Berserk. But that's already known. That's a
You already
fucking
watched
obvious
that.
ass choice. And also, I'm already fully caught up on it. So like, why? Anyways, if I were to say what someone else has chosen, I would say I need to probably Soma Spider So What, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly.
That's probably the
Yeah.
most interesting one because I still haven't fully finished watching it, nor have I caught up on anything more recent, which I feel like is the part that's good about it, is the later half
That's
of the
fair.
story.
The later half, I definitely agree, is
So
probably better than the
so
entrant.
I haven't even seen it yet, and I can already guess that the late after what I've seen already is most
So,
likely better than
wait,
what I've seen.
Cthulhu, so you watched it, right?
Yeah.
So do you recommend watching the anime or the manga?
I didn't read the manga.
Okay, so just anime.
Aaron would most likely say the light novel because that is like the most.
I would
Yeah,
also
I don't-
probably say the
best
light novel as
interpretation.
well. I
I
think the
don't-
light novel
I
is the
don't
better.
read light
But
novels, bro.
I'm in the same boat as you, party bro. To be honest, I'd rather not read something or watch something. Well, not or watch, but I would rather not read just a straight up book.
Yeah.
this is gonna sound like I'm a fucking 3-year-old child, but I need there to be pictures, or it just feels wrong.
Need there to be pictures.
No, for me,
Like,
it's like, for me,
it
it's
has
just
to be
like
that.
anime stuff. It has to be like manga or like visual novel or anime.
Yeah.
Because for me, I restrict like that kind of stuff to actual books, like 1984,
Well,
like I said.
to me, it feels like there has to be a character image at least that I can match with the character.
Yeah.
I said that wrong. There has to be an image to match a character, or it feels wrong.
Yeah, I can't
Because
just
just
imagine.
making up the way the character
Yeah.
looks just feels it
Yeah.
doesn't track for me. Very
Also,
well.
if I
No,
have
I
the
get it. I get
fucking
it.
option,
I
why the
understand because
hell? the
I'm very like
book?
I don't know how accurate my opinion is based off of what they wanted it to look like, right? So I'm like, well,
Yeah.
this is my opinion on it, but wouldn't that objective be skewed if they have like a
Yes,
direct
exactly.
direction they want it to be?
Yeah.
Like if the creator of a series has a character in their mind that they're making and they're trying to portray, I don't want to think of that character without an image and then have that be like not exactly what the
Yeah.
creator wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if it's more broad and you can just think of the character however you want it to think of them, if you're wrong, it can sometimes skew some of the details of the character that make them feel different than they're supposed to be
Yeah,
portrayed.
it just makes them feel artificial now.
Yeah.
Not even. It's not even that exactly.
That's how
It's
it feels
more
for me.
like it's more like the fact that if the character isn't exactly how they're supposed to be portrayed, I feel like that can make some details of the story feel not correct. Like it I've had a situation where I've read a book. I don't remember the name of the book, but I read the book and then later in the story something happened and I was confused as to why that happened because it didn't track with the character I had in my mind. So then it kind of soured the story later for me. So having a face to match with a character is really important to me because of that. I don't want that to happen again. Because having a story become bad because of a confusion of something that I had to make up because I didn't have any other choice, just it feels horrible. I
Yeah.
don't want that to happen again.
And also, what psychopath chooses the fucking light novel?
Aaron.
Not me, bro. Not me.
Aaron chose the light novel.
All right, bro.
All right. So
Aaron's a psychopath.
we picked
Yeah.
our favorite among what we chose. Now let's try and segue to segment, which is I want to spitfire this one because I mean, there's nothing really to talk about. Just give a rating on what you would like to see upcoming, or how do you think it would rate once it's fully out. So,
I want to jump in.
I already sent that.
I'm
All right.
pressing the button.
all right, do you want to go first then?
Yes, I would love to go first.
All right.
I am so pumped for Bochi the Rock season 2. It's not even funny. I am so pumped. I love this anime so fucking much. I've watched it twice
That's
now.
low-key kind of
I
based.
want to watch season 2, and I will give it a 10 preemptively. Absolute masterpiece.
I can say this
Because as a guitarist myself, and as somebody who has struggled with stage fright and shit like that, and like I know she suffers from like severe anxiety, but I don't have that. I just have like stage fright.
Mhm.
So I connect to that character from being a guitarist and fearing the shit of like playing in front of people and just the whole story itself. I love it so fucking much. I love all the characters. I love everything about it. So I can't fucking wait, bro. I've been so pumped ever since I found out. I love the music, and I'm pretty sure I've told you this, but I listen to the on Spotify, the live version of their songs like literally all the time. Like it's, I just love the music, bro. I love everything about this fucking anime. So it's my number one thing that I'm so excited for, and I want to see how Bochi grows even more, and I want to see how the band goes, and I want more music. I want more music to listen to. So that's mine.
Mhm.
Floor's all yours.
All right. Who would like to go next?
I don't think I can necessarily answer this because, as I've stated, I'm
Mhm.
a manga reader only. You
Yeah.
can't really know about upcoming manga at all.
You're right.
So I'm kind of just here like,
Come on, man.
I'll
Just
see
go to
when it
YouTube,
happens at this
idiot.
point.
Just go to
Just
time
know.
machine.
So for me, I don't really have an answer, but if I were to say like, if I change the question up a little bit for like things that I've seen just recently that came out and how I
Mhm.
feel about them, that I could probably answer.
Go ahead.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
Is that
that's
cool?
fine.
Is that
Sure.
fine? That's right. That okay. Okay. Let me go. See, I wasn't necessarily prepared for this question. Let Sean go first. I'll go figure that out.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what the prompt was.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You just ruined it. You ruined it, dog. Now I have no time. How could you do this?
Yeah, dude, you
So,
could just say what the prompt is.
so if you want, I could go
That's
for
fine.
y'all just to get an idea of kind of what I meant, if that makes sense.
That would help.
All right. So, taking the floor real quick, doing a quick uh thing, which would be what I'm excited to watch this. What do you call it? Summer.
Gear. Oh.
This summer season, which would be my favorite rom com, which is My Dress Up Darling. It's
You're so right. You're so valid. You're so valid. I'm waiting for that too. You're so valid. You're so valid.
ever
Do you
since
hear
It's
the
gonna be
mainstream
so
radiating off
we
the party
share
girl?
a
Is
brain
that
cell.
you?
We fucking
Dude,
share a brain cell.
Yep.
why did Party Bro low key sound like he was whispering and yelling at the exact same time when he was
Because I
saying you're
am.
so real?
Because I am.
No, but it genuinely sounded like two voices at the same time. That was a that bro almost had like a divine presence when he was saying that.
I swear to God, me and White have the same
Yeah.
taste.
Kind of
It's the trash
continuing,
king and queen, dog.
off of that. This anime is really, really good. What I don't hate is people saying it's a Gunner anime. I see what they mean,
Real. Yes.
but it's
Gooner
not.
anime? Dog, what are you talking about? That is like the least Gooner anime
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, like,
Whoever
There
said
is
that
so
are
you heard
much
actually
of
worse.
DXD,
disgusting.
bro?
There is so much worse.
Just because there was a
There
scene
is so much
where
worse than that.
she was changing in front of this guy, it got flagged for a Gunner anime.
Has literally anyone seen like the episode 8 or 9 beach episodes and literally everything
Yeah.
else?
This has
Dude, if that is considered a Gooner anime, what do the normal animes consist of with the fucking beach
Yeah, exactly.
episodes?
Mm.
Like I don't.
Like that's not Gooner. Hello.
That's literally in that fucking
That's
area. What do
literally
you
just
mean, bro?
worse.
What do you mean, bro?
Changing is
Yeah.
like that is like not that bad.
Like,
But
sure
It's
has
not like
sus moments, but it's like
yeah,
not like crazy.
it's not that crazy. Yeah.
and then adding one into one of its problems, people complain that it is slow because I mean this is a romance kind of anime. So I mean I do agree with that point. The relationship doesn't really start until the very very late. So
Yeah.
that's one problem. But I'm still excited nonetheless to watch it and enjoy it this season. And then moving on to the second one, Rising of the Shield Hero. I
Wait,
mean,
what? They have another season coming out?
yeah, this season.
My favorite.
Yeah,
my
they do. They
favorite
have a season
anime?
4.
He doesn't know. Wine doesn't know that Shield Hero is literally my favorite anime out there. There's a season 4 coming out?
Yes,
What?
this
Yeah.
month or next month
There's no way.
in summer season.
So you're telling me I'm getting Boji the Rock this summer. I'm getting Dress Up Darling, and I'm getting Shield Hero.
Yes,
I'm
we're eating good.
My
He's
lobster,
eating
my
good.
steak is too juicy, and my wine is too rich.
Waiter.
Waiter, waiter.
Yeah.
My lobster is too buttery.
No, but this
Oh my God.
anime, I hated it for a time. There's just so many problems with the anime, but they came back and cooked.
Season 2.
Yes.
Season 2.
So I'm
Are you
excited
guys
to
in
watch
on
this one.
season 1?
No, season
No,
1 is
season
peak.
1 is
Season
good.
1 is peak. Season 1 is peak,
Season
bro.
1 is good. Season
Okay.
2 was the
Season
problem.
3 is where I'm like, it kind of like, it's kind of at season 3
Yeah. No,
compared to first two.
season 1 was
but-
peak.
Season
Season
2
2
or
was
3?
shitty, and then season 3 was like, okay, we're getting somewhere. That's how I
Yeah,
read it.
season 2 when they started the turtle shit, that was
Yikes.
Yeah, whatever the turtle nonsense was, I was like, all right, bro.
I was a little bit confused, but I mean, good season, not the best. in my
It
opinion.
wasn't bad. It wasn't
Mm.
bad though.
It was watchable.
I've seen worse anime.
Yeah.
And then kind of speedrunning this, moving on to the third, which is I'm excited to see. I need to watch the movie. But Kaiju number 8, which is Monster Gundam.
Monster Gundam.
I'm just gonna steal it from
Me. I
yeah.
said that.
Yeah, from you. I'm gonna steal it. Because it's such a good representation of this anime.
Because that's what it is, dude. Look, I like Gundams, man. I think Gundams are cool. You'll never find me a day collecting that shit, bro. I am
Yeah.
not about the robot art style. Like,
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what this anime is.
Really good
It
action.
it's
feels
good.
kind of
It's a
close
good
to like
intro anime.
Pacific Rim to me.
Mhm.
It's
I-
like a
Oh, really?
beginner level anime.
I started this anime with my sister. We did not end up
Wild.
sleeping until 10 a.m. because we pulled an all-nighter watching it. It was so good.
God.
The
crazy.
music was good. The action was good. It's a feel-good anime. I mean, you don't really have to follow the story because pure action. But if you want to turn off your brain, enjoy something, 100% recommend it, especially for a starter anime. So those are
Yeah.
my 3 picks for what I'm most excited and waiting for this season.
Fair. I only gave one because I didn't know we had to do 3 for this.
No, it's
Bro,
however
he's not
many you
doing his
want.
fucking
But
homework.
you know what?
Teacher
I'm
can
just gonna
fail
I'm just gonna
him.
steal what he said and say, yeah, those other 2, my Dress of Darling and Shield-Hero, those are the other 2 that I was like, now that I'm hyped about, because like I just remembered about those 2. I forgot they were coming out. So that yep, those are my 3. I'm stealing those 2. Yoink.
I'm stealing this too.
You did a little work for me. Thanks.
Yep. All right,
You too.
whoever wants to go next. It's
I
Cthulhu's or
have answers, but like the problem is, it's upcoming manga that has like just recently been coming out,
Okay,
so I know
that's fine.
none of you will know anything about it.
That's fine. Just say
You don't know
say it.
that. You don't know that. I found the carry. All right, the carry was peak.
Well, okay. To be fair, I'm pretty sure Sean knows about one of them because I think I asked him to read one.
Maybe.
Oh, no, never mind. That was Aaron. I asked Aaron to read it. One sec. I'm copy pasting the title so you can get it.
All right.
Here we go. I don't know the English name for this, but it's that. Whatever that is.
Okay.
I got you.
I got
I
you.
got you. Give me like 10 seconds.
Do any of you actually watch manga in another language?
Manga? Did you say
No
watch
comment.
manga?
This one?
Oh my god.
Bro just said watch manga.
Yeah. No comment.
Don't you just like
Watch
read anime
Mojo.
and watch manga? So real.
Right.
So real. Anyway, that one, I don't really know how to explain it. It's kind of like Attack on Titan, like format,
Mm.
where it is essentially a colony of people that are trapped underground, essentially, because of armored bugs, essentially, which are just insect monsters that are basically fucking Maharaga, where they can just adapt to anything, essentially.
I Google translated it and it says, "Are you going to rip your lips?"
Wait.
What? Interesting. Anyway,
I don't know if that's right. That doesn't seem right.
What the hell, Leonte?
Is
What
this-
does the poisonous butterfly dream of tracks a lot better. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Oh, I retranslated it and I got something different. Are you going to rip a little bitch?
What the fuck?
What did you do, bro?
That's crazy.
I didn't change anything. I literally just recopied and pasted
That's
it.
actually wild. But essentially, humanity is trapped underground,
Mhm.
and the only people that can fight against the armored bugs are butterflies, which are essentially girls that awaken powers. If that's
So
a way
literally
to put
just
it.
Nikkei.
Kind of, honestly, I can't really deny that.
Is this just
it's
every
kinda like
magical
anime.
girl anime ever?
It is kind of just a magical girl anime, but it's low key peak. I'd recommend this one to read, Sean. This is one I'd recommend.
How many
to
episodes?
read.
How many
It's only
chapters
10
are out?
chapters in. It's pretty new.
Yeah, send it and I'll read that.
Okay, so the
sent
by
in the
Manga
title.
Dex translation, it says, "What does the poisonous butterfly dream of?" Which I assume is
Yes,
the
that
correct
tracks.
one.
That makes so much more sense. That because
Are you going to rip a little bitch? Is fucking infinitely
that
more
is
hilarious.
literally all I want to
And I
do.
feel like you can only call it that now.
Yeah,
You know what,
That's
valid.
official.
but
To validate.
I really like this one because it essentially the problem is the main character is having struggles becoming a butterfly because it's essentially like a military thing where
July
the entire
2025.
goal is to
There's
go
no
through like
way.
military training to become a butterfly. And if you can't, you have to either restart or give up. And she's kind of at the point where she's really late in the training and she kind of has to like do it now or she's cooked. So that's all I can really say without spoiling anything.
You know, all I can say is that I have the Manga Dex open. Why does it say "Girls Love"?
Wait, is it a Yuri anime
Don't worry
manga?
about that. Yeah, don't we don't talk
You
about
know
that.
what? Let me reveal the tags real quick. Let me reveal the tags
Yeah,
real
yeah, yeah.
quick.
Ignore
Let me
that
do a
part. Ignore
tag
that
review.
part.
You guys
You don't
ready?
see that
Oh,
genre,
yeah.
dog. You don't see that genre.
I see that genre. I see that genre.
Do you want to
You don't
stream
see
I
it
see
that
real
both of
quick?
genre,
those
dog. What are you
genres
talking about?
actually.
It's ignore that. Ignore that. You don't see that, bro. You don't see the girls love. It's an all girls anime, so it's kind of it
Oh my
is a
god, it
little.
is a magic girl anime. No way.
Yo,
It
wow.
is pretty much a magic girl anime. I'm gonna be real.
That's
He's kind of right, but it is one of the. It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's
Okay. To be
just
fair,
bad. It's just it's funny.
it is peak
Interesting.
in my opinion.
I've read some
It is
questionable
only
stuff
10
on
chapters
Manga
in
Dex,
though.
so
I mean,
This is probably better than the questionable shit you read by far.
no, that's probably
It's pretty
true. A lot of
good.
the questionable shit, you know, it takes that tag and it takes it a little step further, and it keeps getting recommended to me. So I'm like, why not?
Although
And then it's
this one
not
is
great.
although this one I will say is semi-mature based on the fact that it does have sexual elements.
yo.
Not like
I'm
actually
invested.
it happening, but it is.
No, it's not. It's
It
not. No,
is
because it's
it has
suggestive. It's like
elements.
etchy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
etchy.
yeah. It's not like it doesn't. Nothing actually happens, but it has parts that are a little weird,
Mm.
Okay.
a little sus.
So this is one of
And
3 though, right?
what do you mean? Huh? No, I only have 2 for this one as well. I don't.
Yeah.
I
That's
couldn't
fine.
find a third again.
Look, as long as you just
These
give
2 are
good
like.
ones.
Well, I could give a third, but
This one
that's
doesn't have a
Let's do
requirement.
that was more of like
quality
a.
over quantity.
Yeah. Okay, and
Yeah.
my next one would be. I think this one has an English title. The Golden Experience Point is what this one's called. I'll send you the Japanese title.
Alright.
Um, but this one is a.
Hmm.
It's this one's one of the VR type isekai, if that's a way to put it. If you know what I'm talking about. But essentially, the main character starts playing a game that is like a full dive, like SAO type VR shit. And this
Shangri-La
game,
Frontier. Say less.
it's actually pretty similar. I'm gonna be real. It
I
is genuinely
he's
pretty
on the head,
similar.
dude. That's 2 for 2.
Um, it's he's not wrong though. He's not wrong though. He did get those. He did get those.
Sci-fi. I might read this actually.
But
It
this
says
one
its
is
translation is XP is golden.
yeah, the golden
Mhm.
experience point is what it also says here. So that tracks. But basically, the main character is. Well, actually, I should explain the world first. But the game that they're playing in is a free world game, as in it's kind of like a military sim type thing, but in a medieval magical context. Uh, and essentially, the players have full freedom to take sides with different nations and run the nations themselves. And in the case of our main character, they were just kind of playing to play, just to chill, have a good time.
Yeah.
And they happened across a certain mechanic in the game that made them way too strong to the point where they genuinely became like the raid boss of the game,
Mm.
where they became the demon lord, literally. They are the main boss.
Is it kind of trashy story or no?
It's it's like on the better end of trashy. If
Okay,
that's a way
okay.
to put it. Where it's
It's
like
like if
it's not
trashy was
completely
good.
trashy. It's like it's decent. It's not completely trashy, but it has like tropey, trashy elements. But it's still like decently made.
Mm.
It has 14 chapters, by the way.
Ooh, might have to read it. I'm a trashy connoisseur.
Yeah, true, true, true. But yeah, it's a pretty simple, good series to pick up. Not bad, pretty good.
All
Oh
right,
wait, I have one more, but I have no idea if this one has an anime or not.
all right,
I
all right.
kind of don't know, but if it does, whatever. But this one's low key peak. This one's actually good. This one has a lot of chapters though. This
Oh.
one's 83. But this one it's another one of the same like genre I just mentioned, where it's like a VR isekai type. But in this case, the main character was essentially forced in, kind of like SAO style, where once they got in,
Dang.
they were stuck there. They were never able to log out,
Could you
or
imagine being
are never able to log out.
This says gender swap.
Ignore that.
okay?
Quit looking at the tags, you motherfucker. Quit doing this. Quit looking at these tags. Anyways, by the way, that does actually come in big into the story. It's really not as bad as you would think. It's not like Gunner status. It's genuinely important to the story.
Huh.
It's not actually bad. It's not a bad tag. It's not sus. It's genuinely important. But yeah, it's
I would assume so. It doesn't have any
Yeah.
suggestive or anything. So
but essentially this one actually doesn't have as much like this one's going pretty slow. It's like a slow burn and it's kind of good
Hmm.
in that way where it slowly builds up. You meet characters. These characters are always like pretty much always important. Like even okay, one example, one of the villains from early on comes up later as a like neutral person in the series. So it's kind of nice because none of the characters are like trash throwaway characters, which is typical for like more trashy and stuff like this.
Mhm.
But I feel like this one's on the same kind of vein as SAO, if that's a way to put it, where like it's the best of the trash.
My
Like this is still like trash, but it's definitely on the high end of it. It's pretty quality trash. It's the golden trash bag.
the real question here that I do want to ask: how the hell are you finding trashy anime, but good trashy anime instead of the trash I like to
you
see?
see, it's this thing
It's
calling have self-respect for yourself, and you don't just pick up whatever garbage you pick up on the first instance.
Watch it, pal.
Got caught.
I'm gonna be real. It is kind of what Sean said, where like I read something, and if it doesn't have anything that catches my eye, I leave. But if it has something,
Catches
I'll
your
finish
eye?
it. Yeah.
Don't make it
Yeah.
weird, bro.
What the fuck are you talking about? Kill yourself.
We're gonna. Can we report this guy? Can we ban him? Bro needs to go to sleep.
Real.
Can we
need
replace
to
him
get
with
this
Aaron
guy
right
out
now?
of here. Please, I beg. Get this guy out of here. But yeah,
I see how
that's
it
my
is.
third one. But this is quality trash. If you're gonna read trash, this is the trash you should read.
You.
True. I agree.
Bro hasn't even read it yet. He just
All right,
agrees.
Cthulhu.
Well, you haven't told me to read it, so I'm probably not gonna read it. I'm gonna be with you.
That's crazy.
Do you have
Look,
your
man, I got
selection?
editing to do. All right. Look, I got like one episode. I got like two episodes. Now I got a third episode. You know, I'm gonna
I
be
just
busy.
I just found like 3 more things that I didn't catch before, but I don't want to go up to 6. So
Hey, we're moving on. We're
continue.
moving on. We're done with your turn. Let's
Bro,
just end
there's
this
no
segment.
way.
Oh
Hold
my
on,
God.
I just
Oh,
gotta
never
mention
mind.
this.
7.
I gotta mention this.
Let's just move on to the last segment.
I keep
Oh,
finding
okay.
more peak, dog.
You know what? Just send it in the chat so I could, make my collection bigger. That's
I
that's
got you.
What
low.
kind of collection are we talking,
One
bro?
of them is like Berserk style, but not as good.
Low key. That's
If
kind of
Berserk
one.
And
I,
the
was
other 3
bad,
are just there. Where is it?
That's why I
There you go.
wanted to make
I
this
got isekai
episode.
to another Earth, except
You
in
know
this
why?
world, Berserk
I got
was
you.
bad.
Bet.
That's an
You're
anime
so-
title right there. That's an anime title right there.
Oh,
Look
no.
what I found.
Yo,
What
yo,
did you find?
Yo.
trash.
Spin-off begins. What?
I don't care about that.
Didn't ask. Anyway.
They don't understand, man. They don't understand.
On a real note, we
Hours.
probably yapped way too long for a fucking episode. I think we're past
Oh my
the.
god.
Yeah.
I think we
limit.
might have to do segment 3 and 4 on another episode
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
that does seem more like its own episode type work.
This
Wait, there's more than 2 segments?
There's
Yeah.
4. There's 4. There's
What
4,
are the
party
other
bro.
2?
open
What
the
is
fucking
4?
page,
3.
party bro. All of the information has literally been in here this entire goddamn time.
The thing you just sent me is wild, and I'm gonna read it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I
Okay,
think
you gotta send it.
That's
Send it
for
to
me.
me now.
That's for
You
me.
can't,
Sean
you
just
can't
sent me
just
something
you can't
wild,
just share
but
it to
I'm
one
gonna
person.
read
You
it.
have to share it to more people. I got it. Like, come on.
you're gonna have to convince Sebastian because I am not fucking sending that shit.
That is a
Sebastian.
little. That's a little much, dog. I don't know if I can send that to you, party bro.
Sebastian. Do you know who I am?
I
Do you
know
know
who
who
you
I am?
are.
Unfortunately, I
know
don't
who I
think
am?
that you're ready for this party, bro. You are not high
This
enough
is a
level.
little. This is a little. This is acquired taste.
You can't. You
This is
can't
acquired taste, I
gatekeep.
agree.
You can't
Gatekeeping, real.
I'm.
Fuck, guys are
Sebastian,
so
Sebastian, if
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
send
yeah,
it
yeah.
in.
I
Sebastian,
know, I
please
know,
send it
I know,
back.
I know. I got you. I'm doing it. I gotta find it real quick though.
He's gonna send a GIF.
Okay, on a real note, we really do have to fucking end this. This
Yes.
segment is way too
Oh
long.
my god.
This episode is too long. All right, let's cycle out. It's time for outro.
Real.
Signing off, babe.
Yeah, Wine, that's your turn. You're hosting, bro.
All right, my outro is gonna be. I'm probably gonna watch trashy animes once I finish.
It's not an outro, bro. It's like, on a spot.
All right,
Nothing.
the best outro I could say. Anime's calling me, so we gotta end it early.
No, all right.
I'm gonna touch you,
Are you
Katana.
serious right now?
Are you serious right
Are
now?
you serious right now?
Are you serious right now?
Are you serious right now?
All right. Well, that's the end of the episode. Hopefully, we have another episode continuing at least segment 3. Probably not.
We will
Not in the
return-
near future.
We will return to anime again, eventually.
Yeah, eventually. And then
On a real note,
Again.
who knows who will be hosting next time? I mean, I know who will be knowing, but like, I can't spell that information.
are we nominating someone or is someone already?
No, we decide off camera.
All right.
In the
All right.
recording, you bastard.
Recording.